Philadelphia. I'm Bruce Buffer. It's time for the Anthony Gargano Show.
Live from the Xfinity Studios. Good morning, everybody. Happy Football Friday. Happy Football Friday to all across the Delaware Valley. This is the Anthony Gargano Show presented by the BetPark Sportsbook online casino app. All right, well, it's here. And this is an interesting weekend because of the Monday night. This will be our second straight Sunday without the Eagles. So our second straight Sunday of watching the league, obviously last week the bye week, and this week the Monday night game. So we'll get to sit back, kind of take the lay of the land and see what happens. And then the Eagles take the field in Lambeau, where it's going to be frigid. It's going to be wintry. There's a change in the weather patterns where the North Pole is sending air south and some moisture. So it could be flakes Monday night at Lambeau, which will just add to the whole thing. I was thinking about this. The Packers. The Packers are a team that I used to always kind of have a weird affinity. You know, you didn't root for them, but you didn't hate them. You were like, I agree. The Eagles were never in it. I'd be like, the Packers. All right. But it's funny because now it's like, I kind of hate the Packers, right? Like, you went through their Aaron Rodgers stuff, the McCarthy, because he was a hate-to-face McCarthy. And then you switch, and they're a team that gets a lot of love. And I'm one that talks about Jordan Love and how good he can be and at times how good they look. But they're so inconsistent. And you look at them, and I kind of hate them. Like, I have that affinity kind of switched for me from Packers to Lions, where I go, I kind of like the Lions. I love Gibbs. Kind of like their offense is fun to watch. And the team has been so bad forever that they give you a little, like, you kind of feel a little sorry for them. There's like a little sympathy. And you go, all right, like Thanksgiving Day, I like the Lions. They're good. I mean, that's pretty cool. The Packers, though, I kind of hate them. As much as I love Lambeau Field and I've been there, and I urge you, if there's a chance that at some point you can get out there to see it, it really feels like a football mecca. Like that stadium, everything around it. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's got a great historic vibe to it. But I kind of hate them. I look at this game, and I have felt more and more comfortable. Now, obviously, Tucker Kraft's injury had a lot to do with it, where you go, man, one of the best tight ends in the league, if he's not the best, and a very good blocker. And I look at them, and I go, now, without him, a little banged up a receiver. I know Christian Watson's back, and he looks pretty good. But their defense is good, and they have Jacobs. The Eagles should win. They're an underdog. And I kept looking at this game. And last night we did our show from Parks with the brain. And I'm like, we were talking about it from a line perspective. The Eagles are the underdog. And I go, I think the wrong team's favorite. I think, and I'm trying not to be, green goggles, but I think, now I'm going on the premise that the offense may not be last year's offense, but the offense is fixed. The run game is fixed to the point where it's a threat. And I'm not saying he's going to run, that Saquon's going to go for $180, but they should be good enough to put up points. Like they should be. Their offense over the last couple of weeks with Jalen under center, and remember, it was without A.J. Brown too. So now you got your full complement. A.J.'s playing. AJ's in a good headspace. I mean, he was asked yesterday again, how do you want to be here? And he gave you the stock answer. I mean, he goes, have I said I don't want to be here? He gives you that stuff. Listen, all that's eyewash. It's all about the next 9 games and where they are and the quest for the 1 seed. And when you look at the trades that help fortify the defense, you look at this offense over the last couple of weeks, I'm expecting the offense to be fixed. I would be very disappointed if they struggled, like had those kind of real long funks, half-long funks. I think they got that figured out. I think obviously Jaelan under center is a big piece of it, and it helps the run game in many ways. So I'm looking at the game Monday night, and I'm going, I love the Eagles in the game. And I'm trying not to be the green goggles, but I look at it and size it up, and I think it's all, after a bye, I love them. I think it's a good spot for them, the fact that they're playing after a bye, a tough game on the road, and you're coming off the bye week. I like them. I think I like them, and I think the Packers, I was high on them, high on Love, but without Kraft and the way they go play up and down to their opponents, I put them down a peg in the threat category. I still think the Lions are a threat, and we've been through the rest of the conference. But I like them. I think Monday night, it feels good. So we're going to talk a lot of that. Obviously, it's a football Friday. Fly Guys get the win last night. MLB free agency has begun. All of a sudden, I'm starting to get worried about Schwarber. And there's a lot of like chatter that you don't need Schwarber, that maybe you change things and you go elsewhere and use the money to bring in 2 bats. I think you need Schwarber and another bat. Like, not, you need the caliber of Schwarber. I mean, who's getting 58 home runs? Where's that power coming from when they needed it in addition to Schwarber? So it's not like you go, oh, you lose Schwarber and you bring Alonso in or somebody like that or Kyle Tucker. Well, you still are a bat short. They're a bat short now. They need a right-handed power bat. So whether it's Schwarber or Tucker or Alonso, you still need another power bat with them. So I'm at the point where it's like, hey, you need to re-sign Schwarber and add to it. And I know there's people who are talking about, well, he's not a playoff guy. I don't know. I mean, last series against the Mets, he opens the series with a home run. And if not for the bullpen, they make that stand up. I think you're whistling past the graveyard if you don't sign Schwarber. I don't know where you're going to get that power from. So we'll discuss that as well. Lots to get to. It's a big football weekend, as you can imagine. So joining us at Bo Wulf coming up in about 10 minutes. We'll talk to Baldy today, Mike Garafolo from the NFL Network. We'll talk to Kevin Negandhi today, our hometown hero. So we'll talk about him. We'll talk to him, the little Sixers, and football, and college, and, of course, Danny D, the AD, as we do our Making Varsity segment. Busy Friday for you. Good morning, VG.
Good morning. Whistling past the graveyard. What does that mean?
It's I'm whistling to keep my mind from being scared.
Oh, all right. All
right. So
I guess.
I'm trying to preoccupy myself so I don't feel the fright.
All right.
I'm trying to ignore the fright, but the fright is real. So if you don't have Schwarber, you should be scared.
They're already a bat short if Schwarber's here. So, yeah, you said it. They need 2 bats. They need a bat now. Without Schwarber, they need 2 bats. If you don't sign Schwarber, you better have Tucker and Alonso coming in.
Right.
I mean, and that's going to be crazy expensive.
And the thing about Tucker is, like, I like the fact that he's an outfielder. But again, you're still a bat short. You're going to pay through the nose, right? He's younger.
I mean, you're kind of lucky. He was injured most of the year.
Right.
Maybe get a slight discount.
You're not getting any discounts now.
It's going to be a $300 million contract.
Yeah, nowadays there's no discount. So it's either, if you want to go that route, that's fine, but you got to pair him with a right-handed bat, a true right-handed power bat.
Yeah. Alonso, that would be it. You'd have to put $500 worth of contracts out there, probably.
$500 million worth of contracts.
Yeah. $500 million. I'm talking in Middleton terms. It's $500.
Yeah. No, it's a lot. So it's interesting. We talked about this a little bit yesterday, but baseball needs to have a compacted free agent period like the NBA.
Yeah.
And it's too soon after the World Series. It's 5 days after the World Series ends is silly.
Yes.
You know, go to
keeps track of
December.
5 days?
December 1st
Yeah.
is your perfect day.
Baseball bonanza.
Yeah.
Boom.
On December 1st.
good name.
And then you have, it is Baseball Bonanza.
That's a
I love
great
it.
name.
Go.
It is a great name. And then you have, everybody's like, it's midnight, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden you're allowed to talk and
Yeah.
create some real
I
interest
watch
that
MLB
way.
channel all day long.
And like this idea of like this free agency that just will linger.
It's like 5 months long.
I know. It's like, don't they learn from the rest of the leagues?
No. Slowly. They're slow to it. They finally learned, like the NBA. The NBA doesn't care if you share their highlights. Baseball finally hopped on with like John Boy or whatever. And they're slow, man. They're old. It's an old, crusty game, man. They're slow to change.
But it's such a great game. And we saw a renaissance over this postseason. So it's like, take advantage of it, man. Like, put some stuff in place that will just draw the natural excitement that you have. Like, you have a free agent hot stove. It used to be, it was amazing because they had it right back in the day. Hot stove was a thing.
Great. And you got there's two Japanese players that people are talking about. I don't know what they look like. I don't know what they sound like.
I know.
Let's get some interviews. Let's get them all over the MLB network. Let us know who these people are.
I went and I looked at the kid that plays third and first. Mm-hmm. He's a right-handed bat. And, I mean, it looks like he's got some power.
Yeah, he's like 30.
Yeah.
But he hits like 35 home runs.
I mean, nobody's Shohei, but
He strikes out a little bit. I mean, the strikeout rate will go up here because the pitching's better, but I think he strikes out like 12%, which is something this lineup really needs.
yeah.
Doesn't matter. We're not going to get either one of them. They don't want to come to the East
You might
Coast.
get the secondary one.
They're going to go. They're going to stay
Murakami
West Coast. They're going to stay the Dodgers, the Padres, the Mariners.
The only thing is that you remember the Yankees have had their share of Japanese players.
Ichiro, yeah, he was there back end of his career.
This guy Hideki Irabu. You remember that? He's a pitcher. Mm-hmm. And George Steinbrenner called him a fat toad.
Oh man,
Great name.
Yes.
oof,
Yeah, like you call him a fat toad. Like what?
that's
Like,
tough.
Yeah, I mean that's bad. You talking about in a day where guys didn't hurt to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah.
The owners called you a fat toad.
Imagine
Can
doing
you
that today.
that? Guys today would freak out. Like,
Yeah.
There's no way in the world you could do that. But
I mean, we had Tad and Gucci. We've had one or two here.
we had the bad ones though.
Yeah.
We had bad Japanese
I'd
players.
say Murakami
We
is
hadn't even
surprising.
figured out Latin America. in
We're
Philadelphia.
working on it. We're getting there. Like I said.
we're 50 years behind the curve in Latin America. We haven't had how many great Latin American players have we had in Philadelphia? You had Juan Samuel for a while, who was okay, who should have been better. He was like a 5-tool guy.
6-tool, Kevin, if you listen to the rumors out there.
Yeah, well, yeah. But I mean, think about it. Like you haven't had great.
And we're like an hour and a half flight, 2 hours.
We've
Come
had
on.
a couple good, Chooch, a couple good catchers.
Yeah.
Ozzie Virgil back in the day.
Ozzie
Bo
Virgil.
Diaz. I could probably name every Latin American ball player that ever played here.
Sir Anthony, is he Latin American?
Yeah, well,
He's all right.
I mean, I would kind of go position players and not
Position players, no.
I mean, like think about that. It's insane,
No.
right? It's completely insane.
Manny Trio,
Yeah, I mean, you're going back to guys
40 years, 50 years.
Right, it's crazy.
I'm naming 7.
Like that's how bad of a scouting job they've done in international.
Yes. Yes, they do a bad job of scouting.
Period. Right?
Yes.
Give me the American.
I mean, they're really good at like Middle America, Nebraska guys.
Yeah, but give me the outfielders.
Southern California.
Like the outfielders that they've.
Nah, no. Every big bopper that we've heard about has fizzled out.
Yeah.
Everyone. Who was the
They
guy?
were the kings of all those. You remember during the era. Now again, you hit on Utley, Howard, Jimmy, right, which is the core, and Hamels, which was the core of the core. But during that era, they had all these prospects. Oh, Jason Knapp and Kyle Drabeck, and
There was supposed to be a big bopper they traded to Houston.
yes,
Forget his name. But he had like one good year.
yes. No,
Yeah.
none of them ever panned out.
No.
Jason Donald, he went to the Indians in the Cliff Lee trade. Like these guys,
Pat
like,
Burrow's good. Pat Burrow's underrated.
I don't think so.
What?
Underrated?
Yeah, he hit like 25 to 35 home runs a year for like 6 years.
Dude, you're a 25 home run big. Like, once you get 40, talk to me.
Oh, 40,
Like, come on, man.
40's now the baseline.
I want to hear, I want 40. Like yesterday, you were going crazy over, who was it?
Brian De La Cruz.
Oh, right.
Oh,
He's gonna
yeah.
hit 20. The kid from the Marlins.
Yeah,
He'll hit
big
22
news.
years next
Freaking
year.
out. Brian De La Cruz.
Big
He's
news.
got legit power.
Yeah.
Yes.
Legit power.
If he
World
finds the
Series
ball,
now.
he's got
Here we
power.
come.
He has a hard time finding the ball. Pat Burrell, 27, 37, 21, 24, 32, 29,
21, 24.
30, 33.
I love how you go right the 21, 24.
30, 30. You got to ignore the 33 home runs the year they won the World Series. I mean, come on.
Hit 4. Yeah, that was the year Ryan Howard hit 58.
He hit 37. I mean,
Come on.
Burrell's a good player.
I'm not saying he wasn't a good player. He's not underrated. You got.
Yes, Randy Rhubarb. Jonathan Singleton is the guy we were
Yes,
told is going to be
Singleton.
this crusher.
Yeah. Great one, Rand.
I'm the what? I'm the what were you going to say?
You got the maroon. You're a maroon goggle man.
How many goggles do I have? I got
You
green
got
goggles,
You got
maroon-
orange and black goggles.
I never leave the house.
No wonder why
They're all
shady race. You read the shady race.
They're all shady
Yeah.
race.
That's all you do. is
Goggle guy.
You are the
Big
goggle guy.
You're
VG, the
freaking
goggle guy.
Paisano.
Yeah, I love goggles.
What the hell? My God.
You should be GG, Goggle Greg.
He is.
Can we get in the Packers? I hate the Packers.
Yeah.
Their coaches stink.
And so he was asked yesterday
Ray
about
Rose is all right, but
about the tush push, right?
LaFleur?
Yeah. And he didn't want to talk
He's
about
a
it.
J.O.
Like, he didn't want to talk about it. You were against the tush push. I hope they run the tush push 10 times.
Is he part of the Shanahan tree?
Le Flin.
He's a good coach. I mean, he is. But
Man, Le Flin.
he's another one of those dudes. Like, I don't know what it is, but they've become a hate for me.
They should be.
I've not, like, they used to be, like, kind of lovable, the Packers and Lambeau. And then,
Were they?
Well, like, Favre days.
Because I've always
Like,
been.
I liked Favre.
They
I was a
stole
Favre.
Reggie White. That irritated me.
Well-
I've hated them since then, I feel like.
Yeah, but that was on Norman Braman. It wasn't on them. And I liked Favre until you find out what kind of guy he was,
Yeah.
right? But, like, as a quarterback, I always thought, big arm, fearless type of dude, would throw the pick, but would throw the big touchdown. And then you had, the Rodgers was unbelievable. And then you find out,
He's whack.
you're right. And
Something going on in Green Bay.
yeah, and then you look around and you go, I kind of hate him.
I hate the face of McCarthy, Holmgren,
Yes.
LaFleur. They're
Yeah.
all hate the face coaches.
They are hate the face. You're right. And Holmgren was a surly bastard.
Yes.
He was surly. I mean, great coach, but he had the mustache.
Yeah.
And he was a surly dude.
McCarthy just, ugh.
McCarthy, I
He's
never
so
liked.
mid.
I never thought he was that good. He comes in, he wins the Super Bowl, he got Rodgers,
Yeah.
and all those years later, they wasted it.
Yes.
Ugh.
So I don't
Jordy
know.
Nelson. Ugh,
Yeah.
There's a bunch of players on that. I like their uniforms. I like their helmet color
Well,
scheme.
they're historic. Like I like
Yeah.
I've always been a fan of like historic teams and stadiums and all that stuff. So they have that, but I don't know.
The
And
cheesehead
especially
thing.
now,
That
yeah,
irritates me.
their fans.
Seeing those things on their heads,
Dude,
take
they're-
them off.
they're
Bro,
fan-
man, come on.
Yeah, their
Dude,
fans are
these
weak.
I'm going to melt
too.
you, make you into fondue.
He is a Shanahan. The Shanahan coaching tree, a little smug. They're not like, I don't like them. I don't. Who's on this tree? Who else?
They're not lovable, but
No.
they're good. I mean, they're good.
Robert Salah. D'Amico Ryans I like. Mike McDaniel's part of that tree.
Yeah, I mean, they were. I mean, normally, I mean, they're pretty sharp. But I agree. Like that whole franchise, like, ugh. And we've kind of owned them. Mm-hmm. When I think about it, 4th and 26 came against the Packers,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
There was a game in 2004, the Super Bowl year, where it was a showdown between the Eagles and Packers for supremacy in the NFC. And the Eagles blew the doors off them. It was at the Link. It was like early days of the Link, and they destroyed them in that game.
2004?
Looks
Looks like is it January 11th? Or is that a playoff game?
no, that was
January
divisional
9th was the
playoff.
playoff game in 2011. That was like,
Oh, here we go.
the gut ripper.
47-17.
All right.
Yep.
I tell you,
Yeah.
I remember these stuff like it's
Yeah.
yesterday, and I don't know. I look at them and I just don't like them. And the Eagles have owned them.
Brett
Last year,
Favre had 131 yards passing that game. Donovan McNabb, 464. Wow.
Yeah, 464.
Oh, here you go. Who was the Eagles' leading rusher that game?
The leading rusher, was it Buckhalter?
No.
Hold on. 2004 was...
First name begins with a D.
A D.
D.
Wow. A D.
We're going back December 5th, 2004. 4 p.m., 4:15 game.
I remember the game. I remember it was a showdown. I remember like being pumped up.
Dorsey Levens.
I was going to say former
63 years old. 63 yards.
A former Packer,
Yeah.
Dorsey Levens.
Yes.
I wish he didn't give it to me.
Sorry.
I love that.
I mean, I just saw the time we're up against.
Yeah, I know. I you know me. I love that.
I know.
The loser that I am. All right, lots to get to. Let's take care of some business. We got Bo on the horizon. Good. Listen, another good win. Flyers.
Yeah, that's the team they should win. That's a win they should win. Michkov had a goal. Vladar looked good.
I like Vladar.
I do too.
I do think. I do think like Michkov's got to get going, man.
I
know he had a goal, but he's not playing a ton of minutes.
No.
You said it last. You said what? He played 12 minutes.
12 minutes, I think.
And he's not getting a lot of shots.
One shot.
I mean, I don't know.
I had a buddy last night. My buddy Bobcat's like, I want to see more Kolosov. He looked good the other night. I was like, what?
I don't want Kolosov.
One too many Jägermeisters.
Yeah, no good on that. All right, let's take care of some business. What do we got, my brother?
Well, let's talk about some True Mark. So if your home needs a little TLC, maybe you're dreaming of a next big vacation. Maybe you want to go take a road trip, see one of our teams play. Well, listen up. TrueMark Financial's HELOC Select has just gotten even better because rates have dropped, making it more affordable for you to put your home equity to work for you, for fun things. Or you need a new kitchen, you need a roof, big repairs, maybe knock out some high-interest debt. With the HELOC Select, you can access your cash all at once or just take it when you need it. Total flexibility, just like a really good game plan. So make it happen today. Visit one of TrueMark's 24 branches or head to truemark.com/PHLY and get in the game today. Don't wait. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender, NMLS 404938.
All right, I love it. Let's talk about Rothman. So listen, whether you got sore knees, stiff shoulder, nagging back pain, Rothman Orthopedics is here to help you get back to the life you love. Their team of specialists treats all kinds of orthopedic issues, from everyday strains to long-term joint pain, with care that's efficient, effective, and close to home. All right? Like I tell you about Rothman all the time because all three of us, Andrew, VG, myself, have been repaired by Rothman doctors. They have 190-plus fellowship-trained physicians that specialize in specific areas of the body. A multitude of orthopedic services, including hip, knee, spine, shoulder and elbow, foot and ankle, hand and wrist, sports medicine, physical medicine and rehab, orthopedic oncology, and trauma and fracture care, right? I mean, they're the best. Anything that happens to any of the athletes in town or visiting, they get repaired by Rothman doctors. They are fantastic. Year over year, Rothman consistently performs among the highest volumes of hip, knee, shoulder, and ankle replacements in the country. That's over 60,000. You got to trust them. They are fantastic. Listen, we love them. Every other Friday, the Rothman doctors are on, and they just do God's work. They are the official team physicians for the Phillies, as well as over 40 colleges and high school teams, including St. Joe's, Drexel, Villanova. To learn more or make an appointment, visit rothmanortho.com/PHLY. That's rothmanortho.com/PHLY. Now, the big deal today. Oh, I love the big deal. Big takeaway brought to us by Xfinity. Big takeaway. Bo Wulf on the Xfinity mobile call-in line. Good morning, Bo. How are you, buddy?
Our man on the ground, he's solid and sound. He's on the hunt for Eagles news. Handsome and astounds, clever and profound. We're talking Eagles with Bo Wulf.
Hard to interrupt the opening, Bo.
How we doing?
We're doing great. Dude, I'm looking at this game, and as the days pass and it gets closer, I like the Eagles. I like the Eagles to win the game. I think the wrong team's favorite.
This is one where the only thing that makes me worried is just thinking about how sometimes in the NFL there is an imbalance of motivation, right? And we kind of saw it when the Eagles got a chance to get back at the Giants 2 weeks later, where they had been physically beaten up by the Giants 2 weeks prior. And both times these two teams played last year, the Eagles beat the Packers up, right? I mean, the picture of that is Nolan Smith knocking Elton Jenkins out of the game by just coming around and laying the wood, right? And so you know that in that building this week, Matt LaFleur is showing them those clips and being and questioning their manhood, right? Like they are going to come out on fire. I would imagine they're also coming off of a loss. They're at home. It feels like if the Packers lose this game, it's a little bit embarrassing for them, given everything that's going on here. Now, I'm with you. Matchup by matchup, the Eagles are the better team, and we know that they did physically beat this team up last year. They should feel like they can do it again. We can lean into the tush push. Maybe that gives the Eagles a little bit of extra juice for this game. They're obviously going to be fresher, but that's the only thing that's on the back of my mind. Like it could be something where this is one where, you know, Matt LaFleur in the offseason was saving some things for this matchup because he is that eager to get one back on an Eagles team that beat them up twice.
Yeah, and to your point, they lost to Carolina last week. Right. So desperate team, and then even though you lose Tucker Kraft, which I think is huge, big loss for them, but
No doubt.
you lose to Carolina at home. Like that was a bad loss. So I mean I hear you motivation wise. I agree. Like that's a kind of check in their box.
Yeah, but I'm with you. I mean, I think the Eagles are the better team. You know, for most teams in the NFL, you are terrified of what Micah Parsons can do to wreck your game. And we have seen Lane Johnson has handled him very well. And so that's not to say that they shouldn't be worried about it and that Micah Parsons won't make an impact on the game, but the Eagles feel better about that than pretty much any other team in the NFL. I would imagine that the Eagles come off of the bye with a few extra, quivers in their arrows in their quiver. Yeah, let's go with that. Why not? Than they
You're
had before.
a quiver kind of guy.
This will be a fascinating game.
What was the news of yesterday? Well, your biggest takeaways. If we're going to do the big takeaway, what is your big takeaways off of yesterday?
I don't know if
First
you've
day
talked
back.
about this yet. I don't know if you've talked about this yet, but my number one takeaway was what Jaelan Phillips said. I haven't been able to get it out of my mind. He said, this trade is probably the greatest thing that's ever happened to me in my life. So then I went over to him afterwards, and I'm trying to figure out. Turns out he's engaged. He's got a baby on the way, but this is the greatest thing that's ever happened in his life. I mean, I don't know. He was born. He got drafted.
He was born.
Presumably he's done some other fun things in his life, but this is it. This is number one.
Listen, if you were stuck in that hell that was Miami, right? Like literally burning fire. You escaped hell. The seventh ring is the Dolphins. And you are now in Philadelphia. Oh, you're hearing angels. Yeah, right? You're like, oh my God, I've been liberated.
He is in Howie Roseman's, like he owes his life to Howie Roseman.
I mean, you know how miserable you've been around bad teams, and when a team is going bad, it sucks. It sucks to go to work. It sucks to go to the facility, and you live at the facility, and you're just in a stank pool of negativity.
Yeah, you're right. And we can have a large. Maybe this is an off-season conversation, but I kind of feel like that Miami job. I feel like it's very difficult to have a sustained winner of an NFL team of like young men in their 20s in Miami.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I feel you. I feel you. All right, Eagles wise, health wise.
So aside from that being my favorite thing of the day, the big news is that almost everybody is healthy. AJ Brown said he's going to play this week. talked about some other things, and he wasn't quite all the way like I'm a good soldier here. I'm going to be ready to be lockstep and get this team to a Super Bowl. It was still a little bit, I'm not so happy, but that's okay. I'm here. I'm going to work. I just want to get better. It's like, do we have to do this every week? But yes, he's healthy. He's going to play.
I know it's fatigue. It really is tiresome.
I am almost always on AJ's side about this stuff, but I don't know. We had like a week to cool off. The offense played awesome in the last game without you. Can we just be a good soldier for a half of a season, and then maybe you'll get what you want? But anyway, the other news is really the only injury that is still a concern for the Eagles is Cam Jurgens, who did not practice yesterday. My expectation is that means that Brett Toth will start again this week against the Packers. And listen, Toth had an awesome game against the Giants and helped give the Eagles a little bit of a different dynamic, looked really good on the move for them. So I think there is reason to be okay with that and say, Cam Jurgens, take your time.
Yeah, I'm completely with you. My brother, we look forward to it on Monday. We'll be reconnecting. Enjoy a good football weekend, all right, where we can just settle in and watch the whole league and then get ready for game day.
Last one for you, because you already talked about it. What is going to be the decrepit thing in Jordan Love's future? Because you've got Brett Favre, sex pest, felony fraudster. Then you've got Aaron Rodgers,
Lunatic.
Conspiracy theorist, egomaniac,
narcissist,
misinformation peddler. What is Jordan Love's thing? What is he going to turn in? Is he going to lead a gambling ring? What does he do?
I love it, Bo. Let's ponder that. 2:00 today?
2:00. Fran, the professor, full in the weeds, nitty gritty preview of this matchup.
Oh, cannot wait. I'll be watching. Everybody should be watching. Thanks, my brother. Appreciate it.
Sir.
The great Bo Wulf checking in. All right. Now, our hometown hero, all over the place. He's the man. All over. Can't wait to get his take. Sixers, Birds, our friend on the Xfinity mobile call-in line, Kevin Negandhi.
Hometown hero, hometown hero, Kevin Negandhi, from Tap to ESPN.
There he is.
What's happening? Good
What's up, my brother? You ready?
I'm ready. Appreciate you.
All right. Let's start Sixers. All right. So, what's your takeaway, right, from the week? We always check in on everything. So, what's your Sixer takeaway? Obviously, we saw Embiid struggle down the stretch when he came back in the game against the Bulls.
My takeaway is that the offense has to run through Tyrese Maxey at all times when he's on the floor. The way that Bulls game was being played out, especially late in the game, it felt very James Harden-like with Joel, where the ball went to Joel and everybody else watched, and everybody waited.
Great analogy.
And everybody waited for him to create. And listen, when he plays, he scores, but they waited. So everything gets stagnant. No one moves. Everybody's like, well, we're waiting for what he wants to do. Does he want us to come off this pick? Does he want to go down low? And if the offense is going to Joel and he's staying out by the three-point line, basically you just have a bunch of space and everybody stays there. And if they don't figure that out, then you start throwing in Paul George. Are you going into two guys that basically need the ball, that have the ball here, and then the offense doesn't move, and suddenly you are taking away what makes Tyrese so, I think, lethal. You're taking away the juice that you get with a VJ. So I think, personally, and Nick Nurse is in a tough spot. This is a tough spot. You could say all the things, but it's actually doing it and executing that. We're running through the offense through Tyrese no matter what. Joel, you got to get your points when we need you, but it's Tyrese's call to do whatever we want. We're not just going to sit there. That was my takeaway from the end of that Bulls game, because I was like, suddenly we can't move. Suddenly we can't score. We're all stagnant, and Tyrese doesn't have any rhythm.
Yeah. Space. He's going to have, like, you got to get his knee to the point where he can be not just stand at the top of the circle. Like,
I agree.
That's a huge, even if he's in the high post, right?
Yep.
You just got to create some angles.
I completely agree, because it crushes you. It crushes you from having a rebounder down there, especially if
and they're already light.
Yes, and Tyrese is going on with those off-balance shots. Like they don't have a dominant shooter. Tyrese is a scorer, right? They don't have a shooter. So as a result, and VJ right now and where he's at in his career is a scorer. He'll find ways to make buckets, but he's not a shooter. So if you don't have shooters around, it's tough to get. You need to get rebounds. That's why Drummond can fill it up in like 20 minutes, because he's just getting rebounds constantly. You and I have talked about this repeatedly. Grimes cannot play a lot of minutes, in the sense like he's not a smart basketball player. And I think what happens is that in certain situations, and I'm not saying like just smart closing situations, do you know what you're doing with the basketball? And it's not you shooting the basketball. Can you find a way to find the space to get it to the right person, right? Can you defend? Because you're going to need you on the other end to defend. I don't need you to score. You know when I need you to score? When Tyrese is off the floor in the third quarter.
Right, and I think you're 1,000% right. And the hope is that once George comes back, right, like that's his role, right? His role, and he could be really good at that role. Like I'm with you. Like he could be really good at that role. I'm interested in what you said, because I think I am completely on board with it, which is spot up shooting, spacers, right? Like you're a guard heavy team, with not a lot of spacers, which is weird, right? It's a strange makeup of a guard-laden team. Can McCain be a spacer? That's my hope, because he's got a nice shot. Like his shot looks pretty.
Without question. That is the guy that you hope that can do that. Like they haven't had a shooter on this team since
Hershey Hawkins.
I was going to say Andrew
my
Toney.
Man from Bradley. No, since Seth Curry. And remember what Seth Curry brought in those moments, man. He brought perfect spacing, and you had to always find out where he was on the floor. I thought Seth Curry filled the spot perfectly. Danny Green the same way. Like you have a shooter for that 10 to 15 minutes of every night when they're on the floor. We could space it out a little bit more. They don't have one of those guys. They just don't.
All right, I'm completely with you. Let's go on quickly, and before we get to the Birds, Phillies free agency, MLB free agency underway. Yeah. All of a sudden, reading the tea leaves, I don't like this. Schwarber suddenly doesn't feel like a lock to come back.
So about a week into the postseason, when things weren't going well, I was tipped off by somebody and said, I don't know, I don't think he's coming back. And I was like, what? And they're like, I don't think he's coming back. And my jaw, I had to pick it up because I was like, you really think? And he's like, I don't think so. Now, things could change. Money, also what's being offered. But I will just say this. Without any other further information, I was surprised Kevin Long came back. And when Kevin Long came back, I said, I think Schwarber's coming back. If Kevin Long wasn't coming back, I'd be like, yeah, this all makes sense that Schwarber's not coming back. I would be surprised if Schwarber comes back.
What? Why are you guys saying this?
Dude, I feel it too.
Where's he going to go?
From talking to people, it's weird. It's weird out. Like, you know how you can see a climate, like you can kind of read it, and you and I are reading the same thing.
I think you're spot on with the Kevin Long thing. I think that's a sign that he was coming back.
It's what
That to
people
me
are
was
saying.
a sign that he was coming back.
Yeah.
Now, you said, where's he going to go? I can think of 2 teams in New York. The owner in Queens could just write a check, whatever he wants, and the short porch out and right in the Bronx is appealing. That is legit.
Not to mention he and
65
Judge.
home run.
Yes.
That's 65 home runs. That's 65 home runs. I mean, look at the short porch out and right. Like, so I'd be curious to see if the Yankees want to spend the money. I know the Mets will, and the Mets will have some. One of the things about the Mets that was a major issue was that locker room that clubhouse did not see eye to eye with a lot of people. And so maybe you bring in a guy who's probably the gluest of all glue guys in Schwarber.
So do you guys think he wants to leave, or the Phillies won't match a price?
I think it's a little of both.
I think it's both. If the price is insane, can you blame the Phillies?
Yeah. I got a problem with Middleton being a little cheap anyway.
Cheap?
Yeah.
Where is he cheap?
You got to compare him to the Dodgers, man. The team that's winning the last 2 years. He's like $90 million behind them.
The Dodgers cannot be compared to anybody. The Dodgers have so much insane amount of money from their group. They could just throw things and say, doesn't matter. Like, the Dodgers are not even – I think the Dodgers and Mets are not in any comparison to anybody else in the league when it comes to spending money. It's just being smart on where you spend the money.
We hear him say, "Give me my bleeping trophy back." He said he's going to spend stupid money. Well, let's go spend the stupid money.
That. But VG, I'll say this about the Phillies: he has spent stupid money. The problem is they spend stupid money on long-term deals, where now it's not like a 4 or 5 year window. You are shackled with an 8 years left with Trey, 6 years left specifically with Bryce, and 5 years left with Aaron Nola. Like, holy cow, that's a hell of a lot of money, man. That is a heck of a lot of money that down the road, we could be in a position in 2 years where you're like, oh my God, this is exactly where the Phillies were in 2013. And you're just like, we've got so much on the books and they are old.
But you put it in perspective, right? The Bryce contract is not, it's a pretty reasonable contract. In 5 years or 3 years, it's still going to be even more reasonable. Trey's contract, he's averaging $30 million a year. That's not, he just won the batting championship, the batting title. You're going to have some money come off the books this year. I need Middleton this year to go nuts, and then Casty comes off and Taiwan comes off, and it frees up some money. But this year, he's got to go all in, spend some luxury tax money.
You're 100% right on the Bryce annual contract, 100% right. But I also think Bryce is a bargain. And I don't think that money sits well down the road when you see what everybody else is making. He's a bargain right now, like an absolute bargain. And 6 years, Bryce is really hard on his body, man. And it's because he busts his butt. And injuries have played a huge role in this whole thing for Bryce. He clearly wasn't right all season. I think he mentioned that he's battled through a lot of stuff, but he won't outright say it's the reason why I couldn't do what I was doing.
Yeah.
I just think that if you look at Schwarber, would a Schwarber want, 5 years? I mean, an offer could be made between 3 to 4 years. It just depends on where the number is specifically. But does he want 5 years? If I'm Bryce Harper, I'm asking for it. Why not?
Now, the only
contract.
The only thing about the Mets is you got Soto, so you would be imbalanced if you let Alonso walk.
I think Pete will walk.
Yeah, and that.
While I agree with you, I think Pete will walk. I wouldn't be surprised. And there's another thing. Schwarber's also a Midwest guy. Like, it could be
Cincinnati.
I don't know. Chicago's the one. I don't know how much money they'll spend. It could be Cincinnati, but I don't know how much money they'll spend. Cincinnati's one of those poor type of franchises. They don't spend any money.
All right, let's talk birds. All right. because another football weekend upon us, second straight weekend where we get to watch the league. Where are you at right now with them after the bye? Kind of, the trade deadline, Phillips. There's a lot of good vibes. Talking to BG, I feel like there's a lot of good vibes coming out of NovaCare.
I feel really good.
Yeah,
I'm actually really excited that they need now. I mean, you had Bo on. They may not have Juergens, and if he could rest up another week, great. This game's interesting because listen, the Packers losing Tucker Kraft is huge.
Yeah.
He was the only one that was working in this offense because they have had some real questionable, like what's going on? They don't have a number one wide receiver. They have a bunch of like good wide receivers, but no one who's number one. Watson can't stay on the field. Dobbs, you've been waiting for him, and Golden's a rookie, so where's the breakout? And Jaden Reed's hurt, and Jaden Reed, when he played, was fantastic. He looked like he was going to be the number one. So I think that helps the Eagles. Also, I'm very curious to find out what this line looks like now defensively with Jaelan Phillips there. It takes time for guys to come in, but the help and the addition of Phillips being in that Fangio defense in 2023 where he had 6.5 sacks in 8 games, that's huge. He knows where to go and what to do.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious about – I think the game comes down to the defensive push by the Eagles. And the interesting part of the Eagles facing this team with Micah Parsons, they know what to do because they faced Parsons before. You run at them. And the Panthers with Rico Dowdle, they did whatever they wanted. So I go into this game saying I know the Packers are going to be really mindful of stopping the run because they couldn't. If the Eagles put in 6 on the line, let's go. And it's not just Saquon. Let's get Tank in there more because Tank runs with purpose, and that's what you need. I feel really good about the way this game's set up. I also am curious about the tush push. I imagine we see that thing at least 4 times because Nick's one of those guys that he's fully aware.
Yes.
You wanted to stop this?
Yeah.
Let's do it again.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I'm so with you. Jalen scores twice Monday night is kind of how I'm feeling it.
That's actually that's something I feel really good. I can see that on the opening drive.
Yes.
And I know it's very weird to be this positive, but listen, look at the way the entire NFC has looked. What I get a kick out of is how the narrative is now shifted with the Eagles after 2 games and how people are like, oh, the Eagles. Because I think people are reminded, hey, they beat the Chiefs. They beat the Bucks. They beat the Rams, right? Like, I think people forget what the Eagles did while they were trying to figure things out. And those wins look much better and better as the season continues. And they're critical now considering the next 5 weeks.
Andrew just brought this up. The weather's changing, right? Because we're going to get hit with a cold blast from the North Pole. They're talking about 29-mile-an-hour wind gusts Monday night. Potential flakes.
That benefits the Eagles.
That's what I'm thinking, right? Like they're I know Jacobs is great, but you miscrafted it sealing the edge, right? Like,
It benefits the Eagles, and it takes away the long ball threat from Jordan Love, who's got a great arm, and those wide receivers are pretty darn talented down the field.
Yeah, Watson's good down the field.
When he's on the field, without question.
Yeah.
You just can't get him on the field to stay on the field. He's very much like a sports car. Like, you take him out for a ride in the shop for 4 weeks.
You're right. That's a great line.
So good, man. But you can't stay on the field.
No, you're spot on. All right, I know you got to get out of here real quick. College, Penn State is a 14.5-point underdog at home to Indiana. I still go, wow, my God, it's crazy. The playoff comes out. The rankings came out. What did you think of it?
It's hard to argue against Ohio State just because how they've looked, but
Right.
I think Indiana has the best win. Going to Eugene, the one thing I kept on hearing all week is the committee convinced that Oregon's any good? I think Oregon is. They've got a whole bunch of playmakers. What Cignetti did to go there, and I think we sleep on Indiana's defense. I think Indiana That gap from 1 to 2 is a lot closer than I think everybody thinks. And let's not sleep on A&M. But the team that I think we're going to learn a hell of a lot about over the next couple weeks is Alabama, considering their schedule and who they have. And I think if Alabama gets out of it the next couple of weeks, I think they're the most dangerous team in the country.
Does LSU come to play?
I think so. There's pride. There's a lot of pride.
I mean, this is their Super Bowl now.
Yes, and you know what I can't wait to watch? How that offense looks, because everything looks so hard in the first 2 months where you're like, why? It kind of looked like the Eagles offense. Like, why? Wait a second. Why is this so hard?
Yeah.
This is so ugly. And I think there's a chance that changes going into this game.
Yeah, I feel you. My brother.
By the way, wait. Is he wearing his Georgia Bulldog hat? Did he switch out?
I don't have it on now, but you guys are just crapping all over. I'm not even mentioning the Bulldogs. I mean, they're going to be a top 4 team at the end of this season. I mean, they don't have another loss coming.
Yeah, well, that Georgia Tech game, they don't have another loss.
No, they got Texas on ABC in 2 weeks, I think. They
are so damn mentally tough. Like, they have holes. Their secondary is still suspect, but man, they're a second half team, and Kirby has said all the right things that we're tough to kill. And I love that. Like, it's the truth, man. Georgia is the most mentally tough team in the country. And if it's a close game, you're going to be in trouble. And, that's what I'm curious about down the road with Indiana, because they just beat up on teams, right? How do they handle a close game? That'll be interesting. How does Mendoza handle the pressure? I think A&M can handle a close game. I think Alabama can handle a close game. I think Ohio State can handle a close game. When you see teams dominant and they're not in close situations, and things get a little bit smaller and smaller and smaller with that window of gap talent, right, in the playoff, I think Notre Dame is mentally tougher. So
I'm glad you brought up Notre Dame, because I was about to say the one team that I think is as good as anybody out there is Notre Dame. Like, I don't want to hear about 2 losses or anything like that. They're as good as anybody. I've watched everyone like you have, right? I go, the Irish are as good as anybody. They're dangerous, man.
Without question. Their quarterback is comfortable. Their defense has kind of figured it out. And
Love
they
is
have
incredible.
Given Jeremiah Love the football. If you gave him the football the first 2 weeks, I mean, maybe things are different with that A&M game and with that Miami game.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm with you, brother. We love you. Have a great weekend. I'll be watching tomorrow.
Appreciate you, fellas. Be good, man.
Thanks,
Talk
buddy. There he is, the great Kevin Negandhi.
Irish.
They're good. They're really good.
Julia, you like Kirby Smart? You think he's handsome?
No. What?
We're talking about Georgia. You said their coach is nice on the eyes.
Notre Dame.
You like Marcus Freeman?
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you liked
She's a
Kirby
Notre
Smart.
Dame fan.
I was curious.
Yeah.
Oh, you are?
You're surrounded by Irish in here.
Yeah, I knew something
Oh,
smelled.
they're big Notre Dame
Yeah,
people.
we went to the USC game like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
This is an Irish house.
How about that?
Yeah,
Get outta here,
It
you
smells
yapper.
like an Irish house. Yeah.
Wow.
No dogs allowed.
I need some garlic in here.
Yeah, 'cause there's so much garlic in Georgia.
That's right. Garlic up those ribs.
All right, let's take care of some business. Mikey G on the way to talk some NFL. We'll get into that.
You guys are bringing me down with this Schwarber talk. Come on, it's Football Friday. I'm feeling good today.
I'm sick to my stomach after hearing that.
Dude, what do you want me to do? You read, you talk to people, and I'm hoping I'm wrong. And
It's all Boris posturing.
I don't know, dude.
That's what he does.
Dude, I don't know, man. I just don't feel good about it. Like, just from what everybody who said it, like everybody I've talked to about it, they just kind of give you they don't say no, he's not coming back, but they're like caution. It's the yellow light.
I know.
And when I see a yellow light and not a bright green one, I'm a little nervous.
That's Boris's job. To make Middleton nervous, to make it out there, to feel the pressure, to get that 5th year. He's the glue. I mean, sure, productivity-wise, you swap him out with Alonso. It looks great. Right-handed bat, similar amount of home runs, but he's the glue in that clubhouse.
I don't know what to tell you. We're not making the, I want him back too. It started, we were talking about base MLB free agency. I give you, I don't know how you're going to replace that. Even if you got Alonso, you're still a bat short.
Yes.
And I don't know how you replace 58.
I mean, realistically, he'll probably get 45 next
year.
You get
my point.
Yeah. I mean, that was an anomaly.
Okay, but you get my point. Like, I need someone. I don't have.
Alonso will give you that, but you're still a bat short, like you said. We need Schwarber and Alonso.
Yeah,
and that's where Middleton needs to step
I would
up.
be happy with Schwarber and Adele, right? Like Joey Adele. I mean, I'm not in love with Joey Adele.
You like him more than Taylor Ward?
No, I like Ward, but Adele's younger. Adele's got more upside.
Yeah.
Like if we're gonna go upside, like Adele could be a great power hitter. Like I don't know, comes here,
he strikes out a ton, like way more than Ward.
Well, that's the point, right? Like, but he's got upside. I mean, how old's Taylor Ward?
He's only got one more year left on the contract.
No, but how old is he?
30, 31.
I mean, he's in his 30s. And Adele's what, 26?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out.
I mean, I think there's upside with Adele. Like he's got eye-popping power. The ball, when he connects, he can hit the ball a mile.
Yes.
So I don't know. I mean, my whole point is I need Schwarber and one of those guys.
I agree.
You know how sometimes people get like a vision?
Adele's 26.
They can see into the future?
Yes.
Well, when Kevin said that New York, the Yankees, I immediately saw an image in my mind of Schwarber in the pinstripes, and it just felt gross.
Yeah, well, you put Schwarber, and think about this for how, like, if I'm the Yankees, I would go all in, right?
Yeah.
Because you have Judge, you have Schwarber, that combination, and you still got Stanton, right? You can still hit power. Stanton still hits for power. I mean, my God.
It's a combo that beats the Dodgers. And what do you got to do right now? You got to build a super team to beat the super team.
And you have a team that just pounds the ball, right?
Yeah.
Like, they just will pound you to death. Like, that would be a sick combo.
You can't come up cheap and lame this offseason when you have Preston Mattingly yesterday saying they're building a monster. You can't say that. If you're saying, your GM saying you're building a monster, well, bring on the monster. Let's pay the luxury tax money.
Who he said what?
We're building a monster.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I'll find out where he said it.
What do you do with Stanton, though?
Where's the monster at? I'm confused.
They're going to build a monster of a team.
All right.
What do you do with Stanton though in that situation for them? Because
you got to move on. Like,
you move on from him.
That's right. You got to. I forgot because he's a DH. You can't play Schwarber in the field. Anyway, lots to get to. Mikey G coming up, talk some NFL, but let's take care of some business. How about some Shady Rays, my man?
Love it. I'm a big sunglass fan, but I used to be hesitant bringing my nice sunglasses, on the road with me because you could be like me. Maybe you left your favorite sunglasses at the beach. Maybe you left them on the roof of your car at a gas station 3 states away. Maybe you left them in a hotel in another country like me. And then you're like, I'm not going to bring you buy the nice sunglasses, then you don't use them. You don't bring them out because you're afraid. You're hesitant. But Shady Rays changed the game for me. Their sunglasses, they're made for real life. They're seriously good looking. They're polarized, durable. They're not stupidly expensive. And here's the part that's crazy and wild and changes everything. If you lose them or break them, even on day one, Shady Rays will send you a brand new pair. No questions, no guilt, just replacements. They just send you a brand new pair. So now I actually wear my sunglasses without fear. I bring them everywhere. Ball games, hikes, concerts, on the boat, mosh pits, wherever I go. My Shady Rays are with me because Shady Rays, the eyewear that has your back. We've teamed up with Shady Rays to bring you an exclusive offer. Head over to shadyrays.com and use the code PHLY for 35% off polarized sunglasses. And try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 satisfied people.
All right, let's talk about the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app. What do we got? First of all, is it still 2? The Eagles last night, we were there last night, Andrew. How about at the Parks Casino? It was all the stars were out last night.
Oh, they were.
Mike Quick.
It's a party.
Right? I saw my main man, the Axeman.
Oh, how's he looking?
Looks great, Axeman. It was so good seeing him. Cuz I go, D-Gun. It was great to see all the guys. Mike is ageless. The great Mike Quick.
He is
Ageless.
Yeah. He's
erudite.
He's like smooth, almost like a Dr.
smooth.
J. Like
Yes.
similar vibe.
Yes. He's got the cool. He's got the cool factor.
Yeah, when you see him, like
High cool factor.
Yes.
From Mike.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Birds are +2 still.
Still 2, huh?
This is the only thing that scares me is do I have the goggles on? Because the sharps, I guess, are all over the pack right now.
Yeah.
93% of the money is on the Eagles, and the line's not moving.
Well, wasn't it 3 or 2.5?
It was 2.5.
Yeah, but I know it kind of scares me. Here's what scares me about the game: Carolina. They lost to Carolina.
I know.
I go
Kevin
back
was
and
talking
forth.
about they're going to come out fired up. Does Jordan Love even know how to come out fired up? I don't know. He's like an guy. Man, is Jordan Love fired up? It's not like Tom Brady fired up.
You don't watch.
I think this weather is going to be a big factor in this game. I have a really good feeling that it's going to affect the Packers.
Well, listen. It's
going to come down to a run game.
Well, they got Jacobs. So it's not like they don't have a run game.
sure.
Seems a little slow or a little beat up right now. It feels like it.
He'll do anything. You make yourself a
Their wide receivers stink.
You make yourself
You like their
a
wide
impressive.
receivers? They stink.
This Cam
don't
Jurgens injury could be a factor, though.
Dobbs does not stink.
He's
I'm
a third
not
receiver on this squad.
I'm not telling you he's Justin Jefferson. I'd be careful about talking about the receivers on
He's
this
barely
squad.
Jahan Dotson, dude.
Yeah, but again, you got to also understand context, right? Like, he does not stink. Christian Watson's good. I mean, if there's 29-mile-an-hour winds,
I'm just saying,
that
they-
will hurt the pass game. So
Sure. But they don't. I'm worried we have CB2 problems. This is one receiving core that doesn't scare me with that.
yeah, listen. I think they're better than you do, but whatever. What heartens me about the game is I just think the Eagles are healthy.
Yes.
I love where their offense is, and then you got Phillips now. Like, I'm curious.
MBG.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Sixers. Where are we at? Sixers. On the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app. Don't forget, there's always another way to win on the app.
Sixers play tomorrow?
Yeah.
I don't have a line yet.
You don't have the line yet? Always another way to win on the app. All right? Check it out. BetParks.com. You got live dealer blackjack, roulette, you name it, craps, all the hot slots. What do you play?
Flintstones.
Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones. Right there
Yabba
on the
dabba
app.
doo.
Have you ever that?
Yeah, it's awesome stuff. It's a lot of fun. Check it out. New customers get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down the first 24 hours. Got to be in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland, Ohio. Gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. Now, we have an opening. You worked on an opening for our man, the Insider.
Yeah, we'll see how it
All
goes.
right? He's the NFL's best insider.
Yes, big Flyers
Born
fan.
in South Philadelphia.
Yes, we make mention.
Big Flyers fan, big Phillies fan. Our man, Mike Garafolo. Take a look at his new opening by VG.
A handsome photo at the end.
What the hell?
What do you think there, buddy?
Come on, you're an R&B guy, no?
Yeah, I was listening to some classic soul the other day, but yeah, sometimes I let the Spotify. You just pick one song, and they'll try to give you everything around that song,
Right.
and you just let it rip. And I was in this 70s, 80s soul mode.
Yeah, that's our
for a
mode.
while.
That's our music. You know that.
Sound of Philly.
Yeah.
TSOP, brother.
I was with the other day. He came in. Khalif Gamble, Kenny Gamble's son, Gamble and Huff, and
Okay.
the inventors of the Philly sound. And
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Gamble and Huff invented the Philly sound, right?
Yeah.
And Khalif, his son, came in and was telling me stories. Oh, it was fantastic. Hearing all about the Axe, Teddy P, like all that stuff. I love that Philly sound.
Got time for another book? Cuz you got time? You got time to put together another book or what?
Yeah, it wouldn't be a book. It'd be a movie. So
Look at the face. I'm already pitching it.
among the
Where's
17,
the treatment? I want to see the treatment.
among the 17 other projects, I'm already pitching.
Oh yeah, you still got 17 going at once, huh?
Yeah, that never changes. I'm actually slowly but surely, maybe before I die, I want to get my big series. All right, I've gotten a little. I've moved the ball. I'm actually in the red zone with a couple of them. So
All right, well,
we'll see.
Got to finish in the low red. Like
Yeah.
some NFL team can't right now. So
Right. All right, let's get to it. Eagles coming off the bye. What kind of shape you think they're in after the trade deadline? There's a lot of good vibes coming out of NovaCare.
yeah, I haven't been down there, and like yesterday was the first practice day, so you're just getting into the week because of the Monday night game, which is an extra day of rest, which sometimes can be a good thing, sometimes can be a bad thing. Like you had too far of a layoff. I know they felt like we needed to get away. We need to get away from each other, take a break. But winning the 2 games before the bye just changed the vibes in that whole locker room. Now AJ's back. How's that going to go? I think he usually talks to the media. I think today would be his day. I mean, he hasn't said boo in weeks, right?
So he spoke yesterday.
Oh, he did. Okay,
Yeah, he spoke yesterday, and they asked him again about, did you expect to be traded? And he said, well, it's a part of the business, blah blah blah. And then somebody else asked him again about being happy being here, and he's like, I've said it. I've said it how many times? I've never said I don't want to be here.
With Devontae laughing behind him, like he's making a face.
I got to go back and watch that clip now. Yeah, I was. I did not see any of this yesterday, so I'll catch up on it. Yeah, I mean, AJ plays both sides of the coin, right? Like he knows how to sort of do that. I felt like that Giants game. You can't. It's more of an intangible thing, and they'll never say it. But I just felt like that was more of a freeing, like, just call the offense. Just call the offense. That's all we have to do there, And it ran smoothly, and everybody seemed happy after the game. And it's just like that's what you want. You want to win games, and you want to be happy. That's what that vibe was in the locker room when I was there. So can you keep that going after you take a little bit of a break here, and then you get everybody sort of back together? We'll see.
Yeah, I'm feeling the same way. Now, Monday night's going to be interesting. It looks like a weather game. There's the gust, the cold North Pole air coming south. They're talking wind gusts of 29 miles an hour, maybe some flakes, maybe a wintry mix coming in. So it could be fun.
Yeah, Green Bay's got to get back to that punishing running game that we've seen from them. They have not done that. They've also grown. Like I just felt like they were impatient and itchy last week. Like Matt LaFleur going for that 4th and 8 early in the fourth quarter when it's like, dude, you're down 7. You need 2 scores to win the game. I mean, unless you're gonna go for 2, but you need 2. You're not gonna do it at that point of the fourth quarter. Point being, take the field goal. And like he got impatient. There was a couple of throws by Love where he was trying to force something down the field, and it's like, just play the game. Like the game in Dallas a couple of years ago when they went in and the first drive of the game punched Dallas in the mouth, right down, and you're like, whoa, wait a minute, and just never turned back. Like that's the kind of team that when they're cooking, that's what they look like. That's what they feel like, especially on a night like this coming up. So if I'm Matt LaFleur, I don't know if they put the pads on in practice this week. That's the kind of week I want to have, and I want to have these guys having that mentality of from the jump playing the physical, especially when you're going against such a good defensive line such as the Eagles, which is not, I mean, it's easy for me to say, like, oh, just punch him in the face and play physical, and then all of a sudden Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter are staring you in the face.
Kraft is a huge loss for him. How does that impact him? You got Musgrave, but Musgrave's not as good a blocker as Kraft. Kraft is terrific in the pass game and in the run game.
Yeah, Musgrave's not a good anything as much as Kraft is. It's about finding openings in zones, and with the football in his hands, he's been terrific as well. That is a huge loss. It's a big part of what they do. They still have they have depth at receiver. They added Golden this year in the first round to have an immediate impact. He's starting to have that for them a little bit. I think you still need a little bit more from him. He was banged up last week. I don't know if he practiced yesterday, but there's enough on this Packers team. The inconsistency is what drives me nuts. Like I made the analogy the other day of this Packers team losing that game. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. Like why would you lose that game to Carolina at home and play the way that you did? So a lot in this league, when you've got pride, you've got good coaching, you come out, you look the opposite of that, and I'd expect that on Monday night.
It's interesting. What the Lions, who the Eagles have in 2 weeks, I didn't see any of that game. I was kind of following along a little bit early. Yeah. What happened? Like, how did they get shut down? I thought Gibbs was like Smith and Jigba as a receiver in that he never gets shut down. Like Gibbs never gets shut down. I was shocked that they were able to kind of corral him.
Yeah, they played. I mean, I feel like Brian Flores' defense indoors you talk about indoor golf, and this is what I was saying. Like indoors, they are so much faster. And I don't know if it helps them with regard to showing 8. And then, listen, a lot of times teams, when they are dome teams, are sort of built and sort of get comfortable in that environment. So you have that game in Detroit, and it's like it looked like they were dictating things to me the way that Detroit usually dictates things at home. Now you got the Lions coming off a loss now, going up against Washington. I'd expect them to, especially with Marcus Mariota, I expect them to handle Washington easily this week. I don't know if Brain's been on yet this week. I don't know if that's one of
we talked about it last night. I love the Lions this week. I mean,
yeah, I think the Lions come out and especially the way that
that's got a 40 spot written all over it. Like you could just say it.
Exactly what I'm thinking in my head. So. And then they had the Eagles the week after that. Do I have that right?
Yes. So a week from Sunday Night Football here.
So it's Monday night, Sunday night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I have that game down there. I don't know if we're covering that, but we'll find out. I mean, it's it just was one of those games for Detroit where I don't think they were ready for. Like JJ was really good with his legs. He wasn't great with his arms, right? He's still not. Like I don't think he's ever going to be that guy, but he did a good job. He's competitive. He made plays with his legs at the right time in the right spot, and it lined up. I think he's gonna be a really up and down quarterback throughout his entire career, no matter what it is. Like that's just what you're going to see from this guy. You're not going to see 6 straight weeks of him playing amazing football. It's going to be up and down.
No, even though he calls himself 9.
You see the locker room clip of him in the he's like bouncing around after the game, and he's like he can't sit still, and he's got the eye black all over his.
I know, man. I know. This
he's
alter
like that
ego.
Kid.
It feels
he's like that kid.
It's like, dude, you're trying way too hard, man.
He's the kid that we would play, like not even varsity, like JV.
Come out all decked out.
And he'd
everywhere.
Be good. Yeah, he'd be good, but he just annoy the hell out of you with how he looked and how he acted, and he's just like, okay, back it down, brother.
Right. I agree. All right, the post-mortem of the trade deadline, Jaelan Phillips said trade to the Eagles was the greatest thing that happened in his life, which is awesome, man.
Does he have kids?
Yes.
You can't say that.
Yes.
If
Got his
you're
girl.
married,
Yeah.
and you have kids, you can say it's the best thing that happened in your career. You can't say it's the best thing that happened in your life. What happens when he goes home last night if she's around? That's amazing. But I know he's happy. I know that the marriage with him and Vic is a good one. He's a dynamic player when he's on and he's healthy. He's had some health stuff over his career, which I feel bad about. But he's going to be a really good addition. Somebody asked me for like the trade deadline move that you think is going to be the best, and it's a hard answer because I think a lot of these teams made some really good moves. I think the Seahawks adding Rashid Shaheed.
Dude, that was a great pickup.
Yeah. That's because he's got over the top ability, but he's got a knack of doing it at the right time. Exactly when
Shaheed.
Carr,
yeah.
When Derek Carr was quarterback in there, and it's like they needed a big play. It was like bang, Rashid, just dial it up. And he's got the experience with Kubiak, so the onboarding process is going to be incredibly quick. He's going to be a factor in the return game. A lot of teams are making moves. I mean, the Eagles tried it with Bigsby early in the season, wasn't so great, but he's sort of having an impact elsewhere. They are valuing the return game and what it means now in the NFL. So I thought the Rashid Shaheed trade was really good. Jair, we'll see. Like Jair's almost, it's like
I was going to ask you about him. All right, so he goes to Baltimore and it's a disaster, right? Like he doesn't play. Now they also run a different scheme. Is there? Can you see any world where he has a bounce back?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I do. It just didn't seem to be the right fit down there, and I know that Lamar was campaigning to bring him in, and they did, and it's just kind of, he was. I think he was a healthy scratch the last couple of weeks. I think there was an injury before that, but it was not a significant one. So I did ask about it. And it was just like it just wasn't the right fit down here, and not in a negative way. Almost, more schematic, and just it didn't. Now he's a little out there, Jair, right?
Yeah.
He's so if it's not right and he's not vibing, it's gonna sort of feel worse than it actually is. But you come in and you get those vibes, you get that feeling good again. I could see him contributing, and you go, wait, how do we get him for just a late pick swap? It's gonna be that kind of thing, I think.
Yeah, I totally feel you. Makes sense of Dallas. Now, obviously the tragedy that happened yesterday. Our prayers go out. It's awful stuff. But go back to the trade, Quinnen Williams. I mean, wow. I just don't even understand them. Like you had Micah here, and
I did ask Baldy. I said, and I don't know if we really fully got this. Baldy's, by the way, Baldy's shooting from the hip these days, my man. Like he called Sauce overrated yesterday on a podcast that he was on, and we were like, hey, he's on our show. Can we revisit this on the show? And Ian says, well, hold on, call him and make sure that like it wasn't just something that he said by accident. And I was like, Baldy's usually deliberate in what he said. He retweeted the clip himself, and I'm like, well, clearly he's fine. It wasn't a.
He's coming up in a minute, so
Huh?
He's coming up in 10 minutes, so I'm curious.
Ask him about Sauce.
Yeah.
So we had him on the show, and he doubled down on the show. He's not shy. Anyway, where was I going with this? Who did we ask him about? I asked him. I said, here's the question I want to ask you on the air. Are the Cowboys better off with Kenny Clark, Quinnen Williams, and their draft capital, or just hanging on to Micah in the first place? He said, no, they're not better off. That they would have been better if they just kept Micah in the first place and didn't go through all this stuff. Because I had somebody say they're sort of starting to stack. Somebody knows ball. They're sort of starting to stack the same defensive tackle. It's like you're throwing too many things on top of each other versus like, let's build this thing out. And Logan Wilson will be okay. It's his time is done as a top flight. I mean, it wasn't even back in the day. It wasn't a top flight. He was just a production type of guy. You can't go by tackles and he's a 100 tackle guy. Okay, great. What does that mean? Where are those tackles happening? What's the impact of those tackles? So, yeah, I think they're a little not forcing it, but it's almost kind of like, let's get some guys in here. Let's start. It's not even for this season. It wasn't like let's save this season. It's these guys are going to be part of it moving forward, but let's start now. Why wait till the offseason?
Well, they tried to do that last year with the receiver from Carolina who they liked.
It's brutal.
I mean, that was an awful trade. You go like, what? Like they liked him, and then the kid can't play.
Something about like I used to say about the Cowboys, they're really good about we'll draft and we'll lean on our drafted guys and we'll develop them. Something's off there. Like, they when Micah, and this is going to unfortunately take us to Marshawn Nealon, but when Micah got traded, it was like they've got these 3 second-round picks that some of these guys are going to, and they haven't. And again, Nealon, whatever. That's an awful situation. But like Sam Williams was the guy that we were looking at to sort of emerge, and he did block that punt the other night. But like, pass rush type guy, it's something feels off, and now they're reaching for outside of the building, whereas they used to rely on the answers that they had inside the building.
Yeah, it's uncanny that we are just in the November, and the Eagles' magic number to win the division, to clinch the division, is 6.
I was trying to do the math on like how many games are they ahead, and that stupid tie was just screws up my formula. I was like, they're up a bunch. I don't know, they're up a bunch. So, now it's about placement in the NFC. That's why Monday becomes a divisional type game.
Yeah, Monday and Sunday you got Packers and Lions. Yeah. You beat the Rams, you beat Tampa Bay, so you hold the tiebreaker against those two, and you're looking at Green Bay, Detroit. You win both, you're locked almost.
Oh, if you do that, I mean, Tampa's still going to fatten its record. Tampa's in a tough stretch right now. Their last 4 to 5 games,
6 games
where
are
they can
hard.
really
They're
fatten
easy as it all could be. Yeah, all get out.
So you want to get these now, right? Because you want to get yourself a little bit of a pad over those guys because you know what's going to happen late in the season with them. Now, also, the Eagles 2 games in 3 weeks against Washington has taken on a whole different vibe than it did early in the season, where you're going, hey, it's going to come down to the no. Well, clearly it's not, and that's going to help them potentially pad because those are conference wins now, which is potentially one of the tiebreakers. So.
Hey, Mike, we have a super chat from a fan, Joe Rocket, someone watching. He wants to know with the breaking news this morning about Jalen Daniels' elbow not having ligament damage. Does he play again this year, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I still wouldn't rule out IR because my understanding is that's not the plan right now, but they have to see how it goes. But yeah, it's typically I want to say it's like 4 to 6 weeks if there's no break and it's just a ligament type thing that doesn't require surgery. Now, for a quarterback, I mean, I know it's his left arm, but I still like defenders that have had this before that have been like a clean, no significant damage. Again, it's been about a month to a month and a half where they can get back on the field. The question is why? Like, why would you do that? Right? Especially if you're going to wind up losing a bunch of these games coming up, which we expect them to do, starting with this game against Detroit. So I would say, does he play again this year? Possibly, but I want to see the circumstances around it. Like medically, yes, he could play this year, but I'm not convinced that they put him back.
No, because they're going to lose to Detroit. You're 3-7.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, the wild card is, I mean, you're already basically eliminated. So, I didn't, you and I talked about this before the season. That was an off season I did not understand. They got old and in a bad way. Like, I didn't understand it.
And Josh Harris has been, as a good owner should, talking to football people around the league saying, what does it look like to you? Like, what is it? And being told you went for it in sort of the wrong way, and you added these pieces that are on the backside of it, backside of their career, and that's what your team looks like right now. And the Debo fit, Debo apparently still likes it there, but like there's a reason San Francisco is like, yeah, okay, we're good, So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you look at it, right? If you're team building, you go, all right, well, I got a dynamic quarterback. So, all right, what do I put around them? Now, I didn't like Debo, but whatever, okay. You don't have a run game. Like, they get no run game. I didn't understand that. As much as you like Hurts, he's a good possession guy, but he's not. There's no playmakers. Like, Dyami Brown, who was actually Dyami Brown was actually a playmaker of sorts that you got rid of. Like, he had no speed.
Terry will make a play for you. I mean, he came back and he was making a play for a minute and then he gets hurt again. So maybe it looks a little different but it's not. I don't flip their record and say like, oh, if they didn't get this injury or that injury, all of a sudden it's not one of those type things where you look at some of these teams that have been wrecked by injury. And frankly, the teams that have been wrecked by injury, Tampa Bay, San Francisco, they're on the plus side of 500. At some point, you got to look up and go, injuries are not an excuse, right? Like you got to build your team to withstand this kind of stuff. And this team has not. And now it's a long-term, like, hold on a second. Do we really need to strip this thing down a little more and rebuild it the right way? We'll see.
Now, Sunday's a big game for the Eagles in the conference. Rams-Niners is an interesting one. I give the Niners all the credit in the world. Like all those injuries defensively that you kind of talked about. I mean, they're so well coached. I love when those two go at each other, Shanahan and McVay. I just think it's a fun game.
Yeah, it was a fun game a couple of weeks ago too, and I saw something today. What was it? The last 19 times. I sent it to this person. 49ers and Rams have met 14 times since 2019. I thought it was a straight up thing. It's more for the brain. But I'll put it to you this way: the team that's not favored has performed well. Okay,
right.
We'll put it to you.
Right.
You know, and that's what we saw a couple of weeks ago when these guys met on Thursday and the way that the 49ers played. Can they do it again? Type thing. You know, the Rams want revenge for this game. Yeah, it's a fascinating. That's a 425er, right? That's not
Yeah.
it's not a night game.
I think it's a Puka game. I think it's a Puka.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. I know the Niners have had to accelerate these young guys on defense, well, because of injuries, but it's also like you guys are now the core type communication to them, at least for the rest of the season. Time to step up and play more like veterans. I know they were even a little frustrated last week against the Giants with how these guys played in spots like late in the game, wanted to put the game away. So I'll be watching their defense and these young guys, see how they perform.
Mike, you probably are all over this breaking story late yesterday afternoon. Similar to the Ravens removing their ping pong table to focus, and they've won 2 games. The Miami Dolphins have removed the Papa Shot from their locker room to focus now.
Yeah.
Is this a move you think turns around their season?
No. I think the Dolphins are going to get a lot more than that. You know, it's I don't know. I mean, they're talking about Mike McDaniel still having a chance to be the long-term solution there.
Wow.
I don't see it anymore. I think it's done. I think it's sailed. You know, Champ Kelly's now the interim GM. He'll get a chance to interview, but you've got to align things down there, and it's not aligned in a lot of ways in Miami. So that team needs to take a good heart. I would not bring him back as the head coach. I think he's a great offensive mind, and sort of his goofy nature, for lack of a better term, works when things are going well, and all of a sudden when they're not, it just kind of falls off a cliff. And I think that's what you're seeing with Miami right now.
It's amazing when you see these bad franchises, right? Like the Jets, the Dolphins, the Browns. Like you're watching Darnold and you're watching Baker and you're watching like everybody who escapes these places succeed. Like the Jets, will the Jets ever not be a dumpster fire? It's amazing. You got the toilet bowl this weekend with the Browns.
Yeah, it's gotta turn at some point, right? It just has to. And you know, Rex Ryan came in, and that was sort of a Jetsy hire, but it was a good Jetsy hire, right? Like that's the way it's gonna kind of go. And when this has happened the other day, and they're making these trades, and I go, okay, they're getting all this draft capital, and the first reaction from a lot of people is that's great, but like Cleveland had it at one point, didn't cash in on it. The Raiders had it at one point, didn't cash in on it because these draft picks just didn't work out. That's part of it. The other part of it to me is this felt like Todd Bowles when he was there. Goes 10-6 in his first year. They sort of make another run at it, re-sign Fitz. A whole lot of stuff goes wrong. They go 5-11, and now they tear it down. And now Bowles has got to try to compete with a skeleton roster. And by the time things were starting to come back up, he had lost so many games. It's like, well, we got to fire the head coach. Like, are you going to do the same thing to Aaron Glenn? If you're doing this, you've got to know, okay, we just punted on 26, probably 27 as well. He better be around to reap the rewards of what you just did to him, right? That's sort of what franchises that don't know what they're doing do. I'm not saying they're going to. I hope they learn their lesson from this. But you got to give this guy time now, unless you're gonna take all that and trade for a quarterback in the offseason. I know that's already been talked about. That's a quicker fix. I get that part of it. But if it's going to be the slow rollout of we're going to use this draft capital to build a core, it's going to take some time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's amazing. Like the quarterbacks that go there and just die. Like Flacco, what he's doing is freaking awesome. Like I love Joe, and he's throwing for 500 yards. It's one of the great stories in all of sports that is underplayed, I think. Joe Flacco should be in neon, man. That's a great story.
I mean, it's still not going to be enough to get into the playoffs, it doesn't look like, but it's you're talking about being in Cincinnati right now, what he's doing in Cincinnati?
The dude throws for 500 yards every week.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Well, Amazon did a good job the night that they were on Thursday Night Football of Ryan Fitzpatrick's like, I'm going to call the same play in 2 different systems. And it was like French and Japanese, right? It was just 2 completely different languages. And it's like, you can know everything. Like Joe Flacco's been around. There's nothing he hasn't seen, but now he's got to say it differently within a matter of a couple of days. That was the most impressive part when I saw that. That clip there.
Yeah, it truly is. All right, last couple things. One, insider prediction: does Schwarber come back to the Phillies?
He's got to, right?
Yes.
He's got to. He's got it.
I'm not hearing a lot of positivity. I'm hearing you know better than anybody.
I don't. As a fan, that's
no. What I'm about to say is, you know better than anybody when you hear things like you get a vibe of how the winds are going, and the vibe that I talking to people, they're like there's a lot of it's not a lock. It's kind of scary.
You got to tell. You'd have to tell me who, and obviously you're not going to tell me who.
Well,
I mean, you're talking about from the team side.
Well, from
the
world. Yeah,
from the world. We'll talk offline. You'll tell me. Yeah, but
it's multiple people, and it's just like
yeah, but it's. I've sometimes.
And again, there's no definitive. It's just the way the wind is blowing.
Yeah, but there's sometimes a early on it's that way, and then once everybody gets down, it's like, and it's not an intentional thing. It's not like a let's have Anthony say this so that
right. No. This is strictly right.
But it's sometimes like that's how it is early on, and things change, and everybody comes to their senses, so to speak, and maybe he'll take less to stay here, right? But it just feels like too much of a fit. So I don't know. We'll see.
All right, Michkov. Well, Michkov, they scored last night, but only one shot, only played 12 minutes. When will Michkov find his legs in Doc's system?
If this had happened a year ago, right? Like this would be a whole different.
Oh yeah.
The context of it would be,
Yeah.
Whereas when it happens with Tocchet, it's like the fan base more of a benefit of the doubt type thing. And so what was the question? When will he find his legs? Hopefully within the next month. Hopefully we see that number start to come up. I mean, what are you hearing there? This is great. I get to ask you now.
You've got to get in better shape. They love the kid, but I think he's got to get.
Wasn't that the old stereotype back from the the 80s and the 90s, and we can't go back there.
No,
come on, young man.
I know.
Go.
I know.
Work hard.
I know.
Mike, did you watch the game last night? Any of the Flyers game?
Like snippets.
Tocchet, they had clips of Tocchet behind the bench. He looked like a detective on a 12-hour interrogation. His tie was a little down, his collar separated. Oh. He had a great look behind the bench last
He's the
night.
best. All right, last thing, you can bury me or save me. All right? I get torched every week, every day. Somehow it comes up.
You're bringing it up now.
I'm bringing it up because I got a knowledgeable NFL man. All right? Mm-hmm. So either he can bury me or he can save me. I just say one name. Justin Herbert. What do you say?
He's a dude.
He's a dude. He's just a dude.
Not in a good way.
No, when you say he's a dude, it's football language for he's the man.
A dude, the man? Yeah, you put those words together, the dude is a different thing. That's a movie.
Right.
But a dude and the man. I love Justin Herbert. Jim Harbaugh loves Justin Herbert. Like, what does that tell you? Right? I know he sort of talks up all his
I get buried
you guys
every
are all
day
nuts.
in this chat.
What are we nuts about?
Him, all right? This rat and the chat, kill me every day about Justin Herbert because I go, he was built in a lab. Pat McClune, our friend Pat McClune, buried me yesterday.
Wow.
Oh, he's not gritty. I go, what do you mean he's not gritty? He's athletic. He bowls over people.
He collapses when it gets tough.
Issue is that sometimes late in games he doesn't make
Yes.
the right decision. That's the only thing that I don't.
He just got done telling you
He's
he's a
just
dude.
telling you he collapses late in the game when the pressure's on. That's what we're saying.
No, he's just saying he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Wait. Yeah, but overall, the way he plays, the way he performs, See, I always thought with Herbert, if you don't like him, it's because it's like a little awkward, not delivery, but like the way that he sits in the pocket, the way he kind of moves up in the pocket before he throws. Like it's a little unorthodox, unconventional, but so is Mahomes. I love, like, it's not, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like, it's not conventional the way that he plays the position, but I'm okay with that. I want a quarterback that's that good and plays unconventional and looks a little bit unorthodox with what he does. But when he comes forward with that forward momentum and delivers the football, oh man, there's nothing better than that.
Oh, wait, we got Baldy. Is Baldy ready?
Yeah, he is.
We
He's in a
got
castle. Where is
Baldy.
he? Is he at medieval times?
We got Baldy. No, don't forget the intro. Let's get him up here. We got to get the man up here. Here he is. Look out. The legend.
He's on the first level of Mario Brothers right there. Look at that.
I'm in my castle, Mike.
Nice.
Castle. Come on.
We never get this set up for NFL Network. This is
No,
awesome.
dude. His house is like taken from Tuscany. It's the greatest house in all of North America.
Well, if you can't live in Italy like we all want to, then you might as well try to create Italy, and so that's what I tried to do.
But how come you never do your live shots from this room? Does every room have its own theme?
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome.
Every room is different.
I've been trying to get a part-time job.
It's feng shui, Mike. It's feng shui. There's no evil spirits in his house.
No.
Is that it?
They don't come
Yeah. Oh
around.
no, that can't be. I see candles. I see orchids. I see. Is that a?
Oh,
is
you
that
got to
a
see
line?
the greenhouse, Mike, in the back.
Oh, I love it. Listen, his breakdowns of the Steve Sable greenhouse.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite content that he ever puts out there. It's amazing.
Dude,
I'm actually. I got to get to the airport here today, but I actually got to put some of my plants outside in the greenhouse because I think it's going to get some frost while I'm gone here. So I got to take care of it now.
you want me to come over? Like you should. I should be your house.
Can you
sitter.
water my plant?
Like I could use Baldy's house as a vacation from mine, and I can watch his house.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
I'll water his
I'm going to
plants.
sign you up for that duty, cuz.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. If you're a dude, okay, I'm going to bring this back. If you're a dude, you are comfortable with asking another man to water your plants. Okay.
Absolutely.
I would do it.
Who wants to see plants die?
No, dude, I'd do anything for Baldy. Water his plants. I mean, we go back.
Driving to the airport.
I drive the. If I was
Get me
off the
through
air, I'd
TSA
drive
this
to the
morning.
airport.
Can somebody get me through TSA this morning, all right?
Oh, dude, I don't know how you're going to do
time.
this. It's bad out there.
I had no problems the other day. I came from LA to Newark. No issues.
Yeah, Philly's got a lot of issues right now. A lot of issues.
My plane, but I'll tell you this: my plane was going to Cape Town after it was leaving Newark. So I was on a VIP, a very important plane. So that helped me.
Hey, Baldy, Mike and I were talking earlier. You talked about sauce. We want to make sure we get it right from the horse's mouth. Did you think sauce was overrated? Like, give us your look.
Well, I mean, I don't know who's rating him. I mean, it depends on who's rating him. I mean, I'm not paying attention to that stuff. But, he's highly paid guy, and he's been a declining player. I mean, it's just like you just have to watch the games. I mean, guys are running by him. He's in man coverage. He committed 10 penalties last year. He's got 4 this year. He had 10 his first 2 years in the league when he was, first team All-Pro. He had 10 penalties last year. I mean, he's grabbing guys. He's not winning with his feet. I mean, I'm not saying anything that isn't out there. You could go turn the film on. You could see it. And so, I mean, first year, nothing went over his head. I mean, he shut down everybody. Man coverage, zone. Like he had great eyes. But, he's got 1 interception in the last 46 starts. Like that, he can't catch a cold. And so, like, it's just, now maybe things will change with Lou Anarumo and that defense and a team that scores a lot of points. And, they're going to have to throw the ball and he's going to get it maybe more opportunities. But I hear people say, well, when you're a shutdown corner, they don't attack you. No, they have attacked him. That's the point. They don't have any fear in going after him right now, and that's just one of the reasons why. Now, look, the Jets got a great deal. They got a great deal. You almost couldn't do the deal. It's like the deal they did with Jamal Adams. Like, they could not do the deal. And Jamal was a pretty good player then. He's kind of a linebacker, dime linebacker now. He's changed a little bit, but the Jets couldn't turn that down. And so sometimes, whether you like the player or not, the deal is too good to turn up.
Is the Jets part of his decline? The Jets malaise. It's like everything that happens up there. Yeah,
could be. I mean, guys just get sick of losing. I mean, I've talked to Quinn Williams about it. Like they play 1 o'clock games. They're not in prime time. So you're on your lazy boy watching a late game at 5 o'clock after another loss. Like it wears you down. It just does. Like, and it's not a knock on the player. Like, do you think Max Crosby is having any fun right now?
Dude, you stole the words out of my mouth. Yeah. We did this on Good Morning Football yesterday. On Sunday, I'm watching the Jaguars-Raiders game. And it's just like a nothing game for most of the, they turned it up late. And I'm watching Max. Like, there was a penalty in the end zone. It's 1st and goal at the 1. And the Jaguars are like so clearly going to score a touchdown. Like, we know. Everybody in the building knows it. I said, I'm going to watch Max on this play. 1st and goal. Bang! Off the ball, in the backfield, lost the 1. Jaguars still scored.
Yeah.
But it's like, this dude is still competing as if he's in the Super Bowl. Yeah. It's hard for, I don't understand. He's unbelievable at that, but he's getting frustrated as well, I'm sure, because it's like there's only a certain amount of time left for me as this kind of a player right now. But we did back to the Jets. We did talk about this on the air when Baldy was talking. I said, if he goes and plays well for the Colts, don't sit there and be like, well, the Jets made a mistake, because had he stayed with the Jets, it might have continued to go on the way that it has.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the truth. Mikey, thank you, my brother. We love you, buddy. Appreciate it.
All right, Baldy, where are you this weekend?
I am headed to Texas Tech here today.
All right.
Texas Tech, and I'll be in Tampa on Sunday. Tampa, New England.
The Baldy doubleheader, back to back.
Doubleheader.
I love when he does the college.
Oh yeah,
I love it too, man.
He sent me videos.
Listen, you're always looking for quarterbacks. Real quick here, Mike.
Yep.
I'm watching this Bear Bryback here, this quarterback from Texas Tech.
Yes.
He's a freshman. He's 6'2.5", 230, runs through people, and has no fear throwing the football. And Mahomes will be there Sunday. I'm anxious to see what Pat has to say about this kid, man, because this kid looks like he's the next coming.
No, they're really, really good. They got a billionaire who's behind the program.
Yeah.
Look, I'll tell you one other thing real quick. They got this kid, David Bailey, one of these kids that they signed because the money's there. So everybody was telling me, like, all my guys in personnel, like, hey, check out this defensive end from Tech. It took me one play. Like, I didn't want to know what number he was or anything. I just want to turn the film. It took me one play to see his movement was better than anybody else's on the field. Like, some of these guys, my mom could, scout these guys.
I had a kid who's at another school who transferred, went to another school, but turned down like an extra $400,000 from Texas Tech. Like, financially, but it was like he wanted to go to this other school, and it was like a 1.2 million instead of 800,000. I was like, this is insane. I'm good for them. They're great.
Good for them.
No, dude, and that guy, the billionaire guy, is all like. He's changing all of college football. Like, it's a fascinating story.
Well, their whole defense is transfers. Wisniewski, the safety, like the whole defensive line is all transfers. They all came.
That's why people talk about all these openings and like, the old guard is over. Like, this whole idea of blue bloods in college football is done. It's all about what kind of money you got.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Baldy, I want some Mahomes content on Saturday. So you want to know what he thinks? I want to know what he thinks. How about that?
I do. We'll see him. He's going to be on College Football Game Day. He's their guest picker.
Oh, he's their guest picker.
Are you doing it?
They asked me. I mean, if they asked me to do it, they said they're trying to get me on. So we'll see what happens.
Love it.
Yeah.
Dude, if I turn my game day on and I got Baldy, I will freak out. I love that show.
That's a great show. It's been a great show. Nick's really helped. Obviously, Pat is Pat, but like that's just a great show.
It is. Nick is awesome. Did you guys see the video of the birthday part, the cake with him?
I did see that, the surprise, yeah.
It's the greatest thing in the world. He's on a lazy boy chair. He's got a blanket on him, right? He's watching college football. His wife comes in the room with a cake, right? And they're singing happy birthday. And she goes, sit up. And he goes like this. And sits right up. I was like, wow, Nick Saban, his wife, was that awesome, Baldy?
Yeah, that was good, man. She got his attention. I tell you, you could take Jimmy Johnson, Nick Saban. You could sit down and they could tell stories forever, and we would all be entertained.
Yeah,
like it could be recruiting stories, motivation stories, in-game strategy. Like these guys got stories. Like I could sit there and listen to it all day.
Yeah, it's the greatest. It's the greatest. Mikey, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it, brother. There he is.
You got it, guys. Enjoy your football.
Yep.
Mikey G. Birds, but we'll get you out of here because you got to get to the airport.
Yeah.
So let's do about 6 minutes. Let's start with Birds. Getting ready for Monday night.
Well,
Back from
they
the
got
bye.
Green Bay. So Green Bay's coming off a horrible loss, just horrible. They got beat inside the trenches. Derek Brown was throwing offensive linemen around of Carolina, throwing linemen around. They lost their best offensive player outside of the quarterback, Tucker Kraft, who's a great player.
Yeah,
great after the catch, tough guy to match up with, good block. I mean, just an all-around great player. That's a horrible loss. Now, they still do things in the play action pass game. They push the ball down the field. But that's really, I mean, Josh Jacobs is still a good player. I don't think he's enough to beat the Eagles. Like, honestly, the Eagles beat them twice in Brazil last year. They beat them in the playoffs. They didn't score many points in either game. I think the Eagles defense, it would be great to see what Jaelan Phillips looks like. If Jair Alexander starts, how he plays. So I think the eyeballs are on the new guys. And then when we last saw them, the running game got cranked up against the Giants. Can they continue that? Do they continue what they started in Minnesota with the play action pass game to push the ball down the field, to get the receivers involved with chunks? And so I feel like, just like last year after the bye, cuz they went on a deep run. They're on a run right now. I feel like they've got 2 in a row. I feel like this run should continue right now.
Yeah, I see the same thing. It feels like they got everything a little figured out. The under center thing with Jalen is huge in a run game, and everything you could do off of it. Patullo now is happy because he's got that to work with. Jalen's on board. And then you give Fangio, Phillips, and a lot of optionality now on that defense.
It does. I mean, the thing about Jaelan Phillips is, he's played with Vic obviously before for a year in Miami. And so Vic wants his outside guys to be true linebackers. They got to drop and cover when they're overloading coming from the other side. They got to cover the flat. They got to cover a tight end. And Jaelan could do those things. The only knock on Jaelan, honestly, has been serious injuries. But everything about the kid, he's a great kid. He understands the game. He's very smart. He's got enormous size, like just 6'5", 250. He's cut like a diamond. Like, he's just a serious athlete, and he could do a lot of things. So, I don't know if Nolan Smith is back this week or not back, but he's a difference maker. He's got to get him on the field. Like, I think Vic right now, because I think he didn't really want to play Jihad Campbell outside. It did get Nakobe on the field, but I think he wants to leave Jihad inside, and have Nakobe as, when they go 3 linebackers or they need somebody needs a blow. Like, I don't think he wants to play it the way that he was playing it the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, yes. And lastly, you got Patriots Tampa, which is like fascinating, right? Like, we got, because you saw Seattle, you're high on Seattle to get Shaheed, which is a big deal, Rashid Shaheed. You got Tampa, all these teams vying with the Eagles for the supremacy of the NFC.
Yeah, look, and Tampa's coming up. Tampa's coming off their bye week. They'll be rested. I don't know if Ibuka gets back this week. I haven't. There's still some doubt, maybe, but they're going to be healthier than they've been. Eventually, Bucky Irving will be back in there, and so they've overcome all the injuries. So I'm not worried. But like Todd Bowles has had 2 weeks to get ready for Drake May, And he's the second most sacked quarterback in the league. Now, he makes a ton of great decisions. He's the highest rated quarterback in this league. He's completing 75% of his passes through 9 games. They're on a 6-game win streak. They're hot, and they found ways to win games, and they're good. They're going to be in the playoffs. They're a good team. It's a good opponent for Tampa here this weekend. We're going to find out an awful lot about him because Todd Bowles will have his pressure. And when Todd Bowles pressures, it's not with one guy.
Right.
He's usually bringing 2 to a side. It could be safety Mike. It could be the corner. Like, he's bringing them. And so there's going to be somebody free coming after quarterback. You can bet on that. And how they handle that will be interesting.
Does Quinnen Williams what's he do for the Cowboys?
Well, what I don't understand about Dallas, yes, he's a much better player.
Right.
But honestly, they've got 3 guys that play the same position. They got Quinnen Williams, Kenny Clark, and Odighizuwa. They all play the same position. Now, what's bizarre to me, the best defensive player on the field in Arizona, Dallas the other night was Jadeveon Clowney. Like, that guy can still play. He is a freak athlete. But, like, Dallas is rebuilding their defense during the season. It makes no sense. Like, they're 3-5-1. The season, maybe they're in the toilet right now. I don't know. But, like, they're trying to fix their defense during the season. We knew this the last 2 years. It needed to be fixed. So now you're bringing in Quinnen. Yes, he's a better player than what they have. They get rid of Mozzie Smith, who was a dog. It was a bad pick. But is it enough? The corners stink. Like, until they get healthy out there, like, I mean, they've had their share of injuries, and that's hurt them in the back end.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right, go get your flight.
Thanks,
safe
Coach.
trip. Can't wait to watch it. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks. Yep.
There he is, Baldy. Check it in. Get ready to rock and roll.
No one wants his quote. No one wants to see plants die.
How nuts is he? The greatest. He's such.
I'm
a guy.
glad though, because I was thinking, I might have to cover my plants, protect them. And
Yeah,
Baldy's on the same page.
Well, but yes, we're going to get frost.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's take care of some business. Coming up, Danny D in the house. Danny D, the AD. First, let's talk a little bit about Elkins, VG.
Yeah, let's do it. Because you know who's playing championship-level car deals every single day? Elkins Chevrolet, right off Route 73 South in Marlton, New Jersey. It's a 3-man team. They got Jason, Adam, and Josh, brothers in the store every day, calling plays, delivering wins. No fumbles, no dramas. Just a hometown squad with a deep bench of Chevys and prices that'll make you cheer. They call it honking good service, and trust me, it's like a slam dunk. So if you're scouting for a new Chevy or a pre-owned MVP, make your next move Elkins Chevrolet. Real brothers, real deals, and a whole lot of honking good service. Shop now at elkinschevrolet.com. Together, let's drive elkinschevrolet.com.
All right, let's talk about Parks Casino, Street Road Bend, Salem. We were there last night, having a blast last night for the Eagles Roundtable. Yeah, it was Trot, Mike Quick, D Gunn. We had a great time hanging out with all the guys. Hey, listen, if you can't get to that incredible sportsbook, download the Bet Park Sportsbook app. It's all about the live bet while you watch all the action. We got Birds, 2-point dogs at Lambeau. And don't forget, there's always another way to win. We got a lot of college games this weekend. We'll talk about all your NFL stuff. Make sure you go to our Bet Parks channel on all PHLY. Brain and I did a breakdown of all the football card this weekend. So we broke all the games down right there. You can check it out on our YouTube page. It's the Bet Parks channel. And we do Cousins Corner. You can look at it, and we go through all the games. You give you all the picks. So check it out. Don't forget, there's always another way to win on the app. New users get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down the first 24 hours. BetParks.com has all the details. Got to be 21 in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland, Ohio. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. Now, time for Making Varsity with Danny D. That's it. Brought to us by Cherry Hill Kia of Cherry Hill, a Folk auto dealership. Danny D!
What's up, big dog?
Look at that. Look, he's got the Nike Penn Charter.
Yeah, baby.
Pens are on a golf.
Golf,
got
you know,
clean
got-
white
The
kicks
golf
on.
gear.
Yeah.
That's nice, man. That's
You're looking
nice.
good, AD.
Next week, I forgot to bring it, but I got a nice gear package for the boys.
All right.
Right,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll be rocking some of that Penn Charter gear.
That's a
next
good
year.
color. Like
Yeah.
their color scheme's a good color. It's
Clean, you
the
know, it's
blue
clean.
and yellow with
Blue
the
and
white.
yellow.
Yeah, it's Chargers colors.
Oh,
Here he goes.
I'm getting murdered.
Justin
I like-
Herbert still, huh? They can't let it go.
They can't let it go.
Nah.
Even though Garafolo calls him a dude, Baldy loves him, but yet I'm getting crushed.
You guys are just enamored by his
he's
I'm not the
his
one
skill.
Let's bring it up every week,
It's,
every day.
He was built in a lab. He's a lab quarterback.
Yeah, so when the pressure's on in the fourth quarter, he's in the real world. He collapses. He's not me. He's not in the lab. The lab. He's great.
Yeah. I mean,
Listen,
to be determined, I guess.
I mean, it's been what's it been 6 years now? Jeez.
he's got no. Kid's got had no coach, the worst coach in football for the first 4 years of his career. Like,
Yeah,
He's got coach this year.
Harbaugh's a guy, so we'll see.
well, I know, but finally, he can take a minute. Then he just lost Joe Alt,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah, he's
Back
already,
then-
he's already
back
making
then-
excuses
back
for
then
his,
can't get on the
his early departure from the playoffs. He's already making excuses.
no Joe Alt, Joe Alt, Joe Alt. Well, Joe Alt's great. Like, if you actually watch the game and actually see the player, you'd actually know what I'm talking about. Instead of being at the bar, all right, with your head on a
I'm
swivel.
at the bar and everyone's like, look, another interception in the fourth quarter by Herbert. Hey, shots, everyone, another interception.
Whack out his mind.
Yo, this is
It's a
I like the
drinking
gear.
game. Herbert
Yeah,
interceptions,
yeah.
we do shots.
Shots
PHLY
tonight.
gear. That's
PHLY gear is
elite.
very strong.
That's nice,
You
man.
can
It's a
check
clean
out.
sweatshirt.
Yeah, all of our stuff on PHLY. We
I'm
love
a-
it. Hey, LaSalle.
LaSalle, baby.
What?
The Explorers.
All right, like you got to explain this now.
Yeah, so for the first time, I think 12 years, St. Joe's Prep will not be in the state football playoffs. So
Man, is it a coincidence that they got a new AD? I mean, I don't know.
he's doing a good job of it. Oh, there goes the bro.
Heard
Look
you
at him
guys
putt.
talking about it.
Is he perked up right
Oh, the bro.
away?
Yeah,
Perked up
victory.
right away.
All of a sudden, we ain't seen the bro all day, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
he pops out of his
Yeah,
hole.
it's all right. I mean,
He hasn't been to a LaSalle football game in 20 years.
yeah,
He was making racket.
I offer him every big game. I say, hey, I get you on the sidelines, bro, if you want to get down there.
So-
we'll
I'll be on the
see.
sideline
Yeah.
before he will.
Yeah,
So I got to ask you. No, LaSalle's great. I don't want to take anything away from
great team,
LaSalle.
This-
right?
this was the year they-
Joey O.
big time.
Man, that kid's that kid's outrageous.
Yeah, I mean he's on the track to be a pro. He's serious. Look, LaSalle this year is the year they built towards. This was like one of their best recruiting classes ever to have, 3 or 4 high major guys. Really good team. It was a great game, and I think the Prep will rebound and they'll be back. They were a younger team. LaSalle is very senior heavy, but credit to them. Credit to Brett Gordon. Credit to their staff.
Brett's a really good coach.
Really good coach. Had to get the boys up for it, right? I mean, you got a scheme. I think so highly of the Prep coaches. So credit to LaSalle, and now they got to go win the state championship, right? This can't be the Super Bowl. You got to continue to move on and make sure that you go get the state championship and hold it down for the city and the Philadelphia Catholic League. So yeah, Joey O'Brien, big time. Their lineman McHugh, big time. Both going to Notre Dame. Sidwar looked great. He's going to Missouri. So to have that group kind of culminate over the last, they've been starting since freshman year, a lot of them. So congratulations to them. I'm happy for them, and I hope they take it to the next level and get that win, and win the state championship.
Without a doubt, you root all day long, LaSalle.
Yeah.
Where do you think the Prep is falling short?
I just think this year
Because they do have talent.
Oh, they have guys.
And I love Roken, so.
Yeah, I think LaSalle matched up with them really well in certain positions, and I think in big positions, Prep might have been a little more young and immature, and they didn't have the depth. So a couple injuries, Prep lost one of their top DBs early in the season for the year, right? He's going to West Virginia. It's hard to fill those gaps. So, yeah. Difficult.
What? Give us the rest of the football landscape.
Yeah, so now we got the state playoffs.
Oh, I'm sorry. We are in overtime. OT. I'm all caught up in everything. I love this stuff. I do. I can talk Prep LaSalle for an hour. I think it's fascinating stuff. Don't forget overtime. If you're joining us please, right here on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, like. It helps the algorithm. We really appreciate that. We are in the middle of our conversation with Danny D, our man, the AD, and this is Making Varsity.
So, yeah, we have a lot of teams in the area that can go on a run, too, which is pretty cool. So, from 5A Roman, I'd say they're the favorites to win it.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can get it done this year.
They're good.
Lost in the state championship game last year in overtime. They brought back a really good team led by Akron commit Samaj Beals. He's big time. I think he's one of the most talented kids in the area. So hopefully Roman could go win 5A.
I thought Samaj, I was surprised. Like, I mean, it's great he's going to Akron. I thought he could go into a higher level.
And he was recruited at a higher level earlier on. I think, again, the uncertainty of NIL and like how many spots there are.
Yeah.
And I think he might have been a fit. Like, hey, he wanted to play sooner, right? So I think
that is probably the path for most kids now.
Yeah.
Which is you go to MAC, you go to those lower conferences, and then you're going to get scooped up to big contracts.
Yeah, so then you play into a contract. You're playing the long game. You say, hey, I'm going to go play here. I'm going to go prove myself, get 2 years in, and then I'm going to transfer up and get a bag of money along the way. So it's not a bad thing. And then I think that's a good fit for him. I think if I don't know the family that well, but I know Roman's coached really well, and he said it was a great fit. They love him. They think he can play quickly. So I think he will get on the field. He's got a big time arm.
Yeah.
He's broke a lot of records in the city of Philadelphia in his 4 years at Roman. So big time kid. I'm happy for him. Happy for Rick Preet and the boys down right up the street, Broad and Vine. So hopefully they can win 5A. 4A will be Bonner Prendy. They're in the mix. They had a good season. They won the state championship last year, so they're looking to repeat. I think they got a good chance of making a run. And then at 3A, we have Lansdale.
Shortstop high.
Shortstop high, baby. Yeah. That's where they get them from. And then in 3A, Lansdale, I think they can make a run as well. So a lot of the Philadelphia Catholic League, I think, is poised to make a pretty deep run in the PIAA playoffs, which start up in the next few weeks.
Yeah, it's always fun time, man.
It's awesome. I'm still going to go to games. Like when they play locally, I'll still go. Like I just love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, when do you guys?
So for Penn Charter, tomorrow is PCGA Day. It's the longest rivalry in the country, 139 years.
Wow.
Penn Charter's up 89-38-11.
Wow. 89, 38,
Dominance.
11?
11.
That's domination.
So it started yesterday with golf. It was tied. They tied. So we got a half point each. It's 10 events. So then we have the track. We have cross countries, boys and girls. Then we have tennis, girls. Then we have water polo, boys and girls. Then we have boys and girls soccer. And then we have football to end it all the day.
All in the span of how many days?
It's all tomorrow.
It's all tomorrow?
Yeah.
And it rotates spots. So tomorrow's at Penn Charter. So my first year, I have to host it. So it's a big ordeal. PCGA Day. They get thousands of people to come out. It's one of the biggest rivalries. Well, it's the longest standing rivalry in the country. 139 years this year.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so big time, really cool event.
What time's the football game?
1:30. Hopefully, if everything goes, no overtimes and things run smoothly.
All those events happen before 1:30?
Yeah, we started at 8:30. So, and I have to, me and the head of school, Karen Warren Coleman, we have to bounce around. We have to be, because we do senior recognition. So, like, we're in a golf cart tomorrow, and we're driving to every event, bouncing around, making sure that we're showing the kids love, watching some of the game.
So all the events at your place?
Everything's at Penn Charter, which is nice when you can host all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're doing the cross countries at 8:30 is the kickoff, and we're going all day.
Wow, that's
Then there's an
cool.
event afterwards. There's a lunch during it. There's an event afterwards. So it's a really cool day. It's so much tradition and history. People come from all over to come watch it.
That's a Philadelphia.
Yeah, I mean it's a staple. So it's really cool. I think we'll be victorious. I'm confident in our squads. Actually, so this is crazy. So we're part of this state association called PESA, which is the independent schools for Pennsylvania. So those playoffs are going on now as well. So they kind of overlap. So yesterday we had girls tennis. We lost light and it was in a tiebreaker. So we had to go back at 9 a.m. this morning and finish it.
What?
And our girls beat Agnes Irwin in overtime in the tiebreaker. So we'll be in the PESA championship, the state championship on Tuesday against CA.
That was today?
That was this morning. We had to finish it.
You're
We ran out of light.
all over the place.
These
ran
kids
out of
ain't going
light
to class?
We had to miss class. Well, they're back. They were back at school
This is
before I
class
left.
for tennis?
Yeah, and we I mean, we had the team there to support them. It's over.
Come on,
It's a big
man.
thing.
Can't
It's
do
really-
that at like 3 o'clock when school's done.
I mean, there's
What
events going
kind
on.
of academics they run over at Penn Charter?
Come
They
on,
got
man. This is the
tennis
state. They
players
tell us
missing-
when we got to play.
The
man.
state has to do it. It's a big deal.
They tell us when we're
VJ.
playing, VJ. Come on, man.
Sports.
Come on, man.
Academics first. That's sports. Come on.
I mean, they missed a class or two. That's it.
You got
man,
some
I'm-
beef in the room.
I know.
We got a GA alum right here.
Oh, wow. How do you feel about the
Wow,
rivalry?
Jules is GA.
Let's go, Jules.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mom taught there for 42 years.
Wow, love that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And look, I knew it's the big rivalry. I like GA. Like, as someone new, I've been telling people at Penn Charter, like, through my first 3 months, EA's more of the rival for me. They get on my nerves more.
Really?
Sorry to any EA guys in the chat, but GA, I know is your rivalry, but, like, I like them. Right now, I mean,
You better be careful, cousin.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, they don't boil my blood yet. Like, the rivalry that's boiling for me right now is, and I'm new to it. It could switch, Jules.
Right.
I'm sorry. But as of now, EA is I got my sights on them.
EA Sports.
EA Sports, yeah.
Have they been more of the dominant athletic school?
I just
lately?
think it's just chippy when we play them.
Okay.
It's like, their crowd, they bring crowds and it's.
So does Penn Charter play a Thanksgiving game?
No, so everything, the cool thing about the Interact Sports, and there's a gap between winter sports. So everything ends in our league tomorrow, Saturday. It's the last thing besides like pace of playoffs that could go on. The league ends. And then we have a week break and then winter starts start up. So it's really for kids to play multiple sports, they don't overlap. Like when I was at the prep, if we played PHLY, say there's a football player who played basketball, most times if we made the state championship, he was coming 6 weeks late. So it's hard for him to catch up. So, I mean, it's the nature of the beast, right? You can't control it. But I love the multi-sport athlete. I think it's really cool. I think it helps you develop. And in this scenario, you're able to play. That's why in Interact, you get a lot of kids who play multiple sports, which is really cool.
So, the football playoffs still all happen.
There's not enough full football schools in Paces, so it's a regular season champion. So Malvern already won it. Malvern's the champs for football.
Wow, there's no football playoffs.
No, it's just a regular season. You play 10, 12 games, depending on if you want to take buys or not.
Wow.
And it's done. But, like, prep's done. Like, most schools are done now in high school. If you don't make your state playoff, you're done.
Yeah,
Which is
right.
like, 90% of schools are done now.
Right, because Anthony's they start the playoffs Friday.
So everyone else that didn't
Week
make
from
it,
today.
yeah, is done. You got to think. So this is not common to Penn Charter. This is 90% of the high schools are done now.
So is Thanksgiving Day games going away?
So they died a lot in the Philadelphia area when
Yeah.
PHLY came around because the uncertainty if you make the playoff, you can't play in it.
Right.
That stinks.
So there was some that still stuck around for teams like Judge Northeast, or Judge Lincoln, it just ended recently. They did it up until a couple of years ago.
Wow,
but now the
No, dude,
uncertainty.
the Newman Southern days are over.
Yeah, when I was at Rome Roxborough, that ended.
North Frankfurt, well,
Yeah.
school's imploded.
Yeah, like all that stuff. It's a different animal.
I loved it
completely
though.
different animal.
When I was at Roman, we did it. When I was AD at Roman, we still had the Roman Roxborough game, and it was really cool.
It was
People
great going
loved
to a
it.
game early
Yeah,
in the
people loved to
morning
go
on
early in the
Thanksgiving.
morning. People were hanging out, and then you get to go to Thanksgiving Day, and so that's died down. A lot of it is because of these state playoffs and they overlap, and the uncertainty. You want to play in for a game, you might not be in because you don't want to be in it. Honestly, you want to be playing still.
Yeah. We got in the chat, Hoflex24 says to tell you his aunt was the AD at Germantown Academy for decades.
Love that.
Really?
Love that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm learning about the Interact. We got Jules. She'll educate me a little bit. And it's really cool. I love the rivalry. So there's not just PCGA Day is the longest in the country, but there's a lot of other ones in Interact. Like I think it's EA Haverford. They all have this rivalry game that comes on the last weekend of the season, which is cool. And they host them similar to us, like everything's at one spot all day long.
That's cool.
So we had
Do they do
bleachers
anything in
game.
the spring like that with baseball and?
Nah, there's still the big rivalry weekends, I think, where they light them up. But this is like the event. It's in the
Right.
fall, and it rotates. Like next year will be at GA. But the undertaking of all, we have to rent golf carts, we have food trucks, we had to get bleachers come in. Like this setup, we met for weeks about it because they're saying
Wow.
thousands of people are going to come to watch this event.
That's awesome.
So
Do you think? How do you view I look at the football season, and it feels short to me.
yeah,
I know. Listen, I know basketball should start in December.
yeah, it's starting in mid-November now.
I know.
They're starting a little bit later, and prior to Philadelphia area being in the state playoffs, everything would end on Thanksgiving. You had a couple more weeks to end it on Thanksgiving. That was like the culmination of when you would end it. So now with the state playoffs becoming more and growing, and more teams being involved in it, yeah, I think it ends early too. I would love for it to go a couple more weeks, but
I know, man. Come on, it's football, man.
yeah, it's wild.
It is wild. It's crazy.
And also, last thing we have for Penn Charter, we have the Hall of Fame tonight, and McGlinchey's getting in.
What that kid?
So he played last night. He's flying in.
Is he really?
Yeah, so he'll be here tonight. So Mike McGlinchey will be
Yeah, the Broncos. He's great. That kid. Oh my God.
former Irishman.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. He don't understand how good Notre Dame is.
Well, Freeman's like the number one guy everyone wants. He's a dude.
We'll see.
He's a guy. Freeman is.
We'll see at the end.
I've met him a few times. I'm enamored with that guy.
I'm a big Freeman. Marcus is terrific.
And he's such a good recruiter. He's so humble. He's such a
Yeah.
nice guy. He's up there as like one of the nicest college coaches I've come across.
Yeah. He's a dude.
He's a
See?
dude.
Yeah, I was about to say.
See?
He used the same thing. He's a dude.
No, that's football language.
He's a guy.
No, he's a dude. Everybody,
a dude.
football guys say it.
Yeah. Yeah. VG. VG's a hater.
Wow, what's going on here, VJ?
VG's not
They
a.
hate me. I'm always right. I mean, when you're always right, you
Doesn't
take the
like
shots.
the Irish.
Take the shots.
And who's your? I mean, you were a Bulldogs fan for a minute. You're still
He's
Nice and
turncoat.
quiet. They'll be there at the end.
He was
Everyone's sleeping on them.
He was Tennessee last
he's
year.
a Bulldogs fan.
Everyone-
Ask him how many.
Everyone's
how many
sleeping
games,
on them.
Start to finish, he's watching Georgia.
6?
Start to finish?
Yeah, man.
No, you haven't.
What else am I doing on a Saturday afternoon?
You're at the
Linvilla.
bar.
Nah,
what do you mean? You're at the bar.
He's picking
You got-
pumpkins.
he's
Dude,
picking
Lindros
gummies.
is must-watch TV. Gunnar Stockton, must-watch TV.
I'm hoping he starts his day by listening to our show in the morning, and then starts to watch it. You know?
Please.
That's how I end my day.
Right.
Eating Oregon steaks delivered to my house. I'll throw you guys on
Hey,
5
attaboy,
a.m.
yeah, there you go.
That's it. Count Dracula.
Does sound pretty nice.
No,
Yeah.
Oregon steaks. is
Take a
good.
late night Oregon steak.
So you get them delivered?
Yeah. I mean, they are really one of the few quality items you can get delivered at like between 2 and 4 a.m. I mean, it's 24 hours a day, but you go out, night out, you come home within a half hour, you got Oregon steaks. You can get a Florida style from them.
I know. They have the Florida style.
What's Florida style?
The Florida style is the inside out. It's one of the greatest items in the history of food that nobody really understands.
Inside out?
It's a panzerotti.
But it's better somehow.
Well, it's way better,
Yeah.
right? Have you had one?
No.
Oh,
These
man.
things are the greatest,
They
right?
are the greatest.
So it's pizza with sauce and cheese, and it's folded into a pocket, right? It's like that.
Like a Stromboli?
I've had one.
And then they deep
I know
fry
it
it.
was called that. I've had it.
And they deep fry it.
I'm getting that tonight.
Dude, it is. It started in Naples. Like if you go in the streets of Naples,
Yeah.
they have these big, like on the corner, they'll have a vat of oil, and they're making these inside out, like these pockets, these pizza pockets.
Love a vat.
And they call it like a wallet, right? And they deep fry it, and it comes out, and it's just decadent. It's the greatest thing ever.
It's the greatest thing you can purchase and eat for like under $7. They're like $5 or $6.
Yes. I wanted to do, like years ago, I wanted to put them in Wawas
Oh, yeah.
and call them like something. I had a name for them. I wanted to mass
Anything in the
produce them.
pouch is always good. When you get them in the
Yes.
pouch, I think.
But they're
And
delicious.
then they fry them. So
They deep fry them, right? So
Yeah.
these little pockets, not the bubbles.
But they're because I've had the
dough
panzerottis
bubble?
from the Jersey place.
No,
they're good, but they're different.
They're way different.
I don't know
they're
what it
much
is.
better. They
are.
pop up.
Yes.
Like the ones in Florida, like this place called Florida Style was in South Philly forever. There were two places.
All right.
Growing up, it was Florida Style and Mr. Pan's, and they were across the street from each other on Snyder Avenue between 21st and 22nd. All right.
Okay.
And then they wound up Pan's closed, Mr. Pan's closed, and then Florida Stock went on, and they decided to mass produce it, shut the store down, and then just wholesale.
wow.
Delicious.
I've had one. Now you described it. I didn't know what the name.
and
They're
then you
amazing.
bite it, and like
It's all mixed together. It's hot.
I'm
the
getting
grease
that.
and the.
I'm getting them
cheese.
tonight. That sounds so
Dude,
good.
it's-
Dude,
Oh,
it's amazing.
It's the greatest.
yeah.
It's
After drinking,
oh my god, it's the best. My buddy Boo and I would get a bag, and you could like a whole brand. They used to come in a brown bag.
Yeah.
So every like a bowl weekend or a big football weekend, he used to live on Latimer Street. He'd go, yo, let's go, come over and watch games and eat Inside Outs, and we'd get a ton of these things, Tooch, right? And they would, the grease is like coming
it's the
through the
best.
bag, right? Like it's the greatest. It's
Similar to
so
that,
damn
when I
good.
grew up, there was this pizza place and they did the basketball pizzas. They're like kind of inside out ones too. So good. Cheesesteak inside of them.
Ooh, man.
The basketball piece.
Basketball pizza.
what place was that?
It closed. We're actually Philly style bagels is now on Columbia.
So what was? Because there was a
It's called the Pizza Shop. It was a pizza and it was kind of fried on the outside, but inside it was a cheesesteak. They called it the basketball pizza.
Oh,
Really?
man. That sounds good.
There was a place called it's definitely called Geppetto's. You remember this place? I don't think it was before you moved down there.
Like Pinocchio?
Yeah, Geppetto's. So it was same thing, different than the Florida style, but big. They had a roll, and what they would do is it was like a round roll, like a big round roll, hard roll. They would cut the side of it, cut the top of it, scoop out the dough, and then inside the pocket, the bread pocket, they put cheesesteak.
Yeah, it's Crevetti's on 7th
Is this
and
the
Reed did that, too.
Abruzzi? The
Yeah,
Abruzzi
it was
roll?
They were so good. I should drive down
A
there. always get
Abruzzi
them.
roll? Because someone just in the chat just
Yes.
asked you about that.
Yeah, like you cut the top of the roll, scoop the dough out, and they would put the
Things that are
cheesesteak,
filled
like the
is
steak and the cheese, and
Filling
onions.
things are
Yeah, like it's
best.
tremendous.
Yeah.
It was they did it with like everything. Like you got chicken parm, they would do that.
Oh,
veal
yeah.
parm. Like anything where you could put up a pizza. I used to like the pizza steak.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was delicious.
My buddy Bobcat, he's a big fan of the show. He'll do the Florida style at the end of the night, but he also orders from Oregon Steaks a hoagie. So when he wakes up, he's got a hoagie
My
waiting
man.
for him.
Wow, that's impressive.
That's next level.
That is next level.
Got next to the bed, he just reaches
Oh,
over.
man.
Sometimes he wakes up, it's on his
Because
chest.
listen, let me tell you something. When you go to sleep with a Florida style, the next day you're waking up hungry, which is not good.
I can't do the overnight hoagie because the oils and the condiments all sop
Yeah,
up
but
the
oil
bread.
in the Florida style, it's heavy oil, heavy
Yeah.
grease. It's
Yeah.
delicious, but
It is.
I mean, if you're waking up in the morning, you got to plan. You got to go eat salt on the condiments there, Andrew. You know, you can't have it all
Yeah, you got to
loaded.
go dry.
You got to go a little dry on
Yeah.
it, you know?
that's fantastic. That's fantastic. All right, stay with us. What do we got? VG Nugs?
Yeah, we got a couple of nugs we could do.
Let's go.
We ready?
Oh, you want to do it now?
Oh, yeah.
VG's Nugs.
BG's nuts, nuts. It's just time for BG's nuts, BG's nuts, nuts.
I didn't see this
Isn't that
one.
good?
That's nice.
It's an old one. It's so good.
That's good. I like it.
Thanks.
Got
I'm
the
like, we
different
got to
hats
do
on
this,
it.
right? We got
I
to
like
do this
it.
all the time.
Yeah, I love the VG Nug video.
The animation?
Yeah.
Thanks. So this is one of my favorite things I've been holding on to for a little bit. It meshes together basketball and music. Minnesota Timberwolves going to have an alternate court this year.
This is awesome.
And it's based on Prince.
Ah.
In Minnesota, it's a purple court with the
Wow.
Prince symbol. in
I
it.
feel like this is the coolest thing.
Purple Rain, man.
They're going to use it 7 times this year.
Yeah.
Super cool. The little silhouette of him playing guitar.
Yeah, that's dope.
It's really cool. I thought that was the coolest thing. You know what I'm dying to do for us? Is a Rocky court. Like a Rocky court
Should do a rock.
would be freaking awesome.
All you need is a
Right? Like you make it a ring.
Yeah.
Like around the court
Yeah.
is like ropes and a ring.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you have the whole Balboa, right? Everlast.
Yeah.
And it's like it's the court.
Yeah.
And it's the boxing
Couple
ring.
coats
Dude, that's
win.
genius. Have
Just
you ever
for
told
them?
anyone about that?
I told the Sixers
My
years
God,
ago.
that's a slam
I didn't hear no
dunk.
bell.
That
win,
is
You know,
good.
a couple quotes around
Yeah,
it. you
my
know?
God.
Yeah.
Just win.
Just win, yeah.
You know, all kinds of stuff.
That fires me
Going
up
to-
anytime I hear it.
Going
Just
to
win.
fly now?
Yeah.
Like how cool would that be?
Yeah. I want to run through
man.
a wall when I hear Just Win all the time. That
I
gets
mean,
me
come
going.
on.
Yeah, I'm fired up.
What are we waiting for?
Yeah, get them all. Just get the quotes around
I
the
mean,
outside.
like,
There's nothing but sound effects the
Yeah.
whole game.
I didn't
Like,
hear
how-
no
like,
bell.
You're going to talk about, like, that would be a reason to go to a game to do the Rocky
Yeah,
quiz.
Sure.
Yeah, the timeout's over instead of be like ding.
I'm telling you,
bells
Ding,
galore.
ding,
You know what I
ding,
mean?
yeah.
I should be a czar of Philadelphia sports.
You
and
should.
not because of my ego, because listen, I just have creative ideas.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, a million of this stuff like that we could be doing.
Yeah.
But they
They
don't listen.
They got to tap the Godfather over here. You know what's
you
going
know.
on here, man?
I mean,
Don Gargano.
nothing. I mean, I got ideas.
Yeah.
I'm a loser. That's all I have is these ideas. So, all
All right, we go to Saudi Arabia. They're building a new stadium for the 2034 World Cup. It's called the Neom Stadium. It is 350 meters in the air, elevated.
oh my God.
What are we doing?
So
Dude, that looks awesome.
this thing is wild, but it resembles a tower from a movie, and it's almost uncanny how much they look alike.
Dude, what's that movie?
That is the Lord of the Rings. That's the Eye of Sauron. So, like the big villain, he watches everybody with that tower, and they look almost identical.
Did they do it off of that?
If they did, that's some scary stuff.
We got some witchcraft.
I don't
going
know
on
if
here,
we
brother.
want that. But yeah.
Dude,
Like,
that's
how many
crazy.
people is it going to hold?
It holds 46,000.
That is insane. That and how?
Dude,
high-
that is
Wow.
That's
Elevators like that?
crazy.
The
How-
wait for an elevator has got to be forever.
Well, that's the thing. Like, how do
There's
you,
no
you have to have
stairs.
high-speed elevators?
Right.
You have to airdrop people in there. Coming from above.
I mean, so how tall is 350 meters?
I had a conversion. 1,100 feet.
Man, that's
I gotta
scary.
tell you, that is
You're
frightening.
going to feel the sway when the game's going
And
on.
you
You're
know what it is,
"Whoa."
too? It's very post-apocalyptic.
Yeah.
It's got to you know, and they
I
got
mean,
all the money in the world.
It
to
looks
do
cool. I don't know if I'd want to be up there.
Yeah, it's almost like we got to live above the surface.
Right.
You know, like things are going on down there,
yes.
but we got to get up.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're the Jetsons over here, man. They're going to have us beaming in up there, man.
It's frightening. Frightening.
Crazy.
All right, Mark Schlereth.
Stink man.
Yes. He's got a pet peeve that I'm pretty cool with, like people with their shoes off on planes.
Okay.
But he takes it to another level.
30 seconds for this one. Non-football related. Out of all the things happening in your life right now, Stink,
My man needs some.
what
bass.
makes you the most annoyed? What pisses you off the most? Non-football, something non-football in your life.
I'm pretty. See, that's where you guys got me wrong. I'm the happiest, go luckiest guy you'll ever meet in your entire life. I will say one thing that irritates me is now I'm telling on myself. People that don't know how to travel, like nobody wants to see your feet in flip flops on a plane. Not one person. Nobody wants to see you in a tank top with your armpits hanging out. Not like that,
right.
Like that drives me insane. Have some couth about you, and dress appropriately. Put on a pair.
Can
of
I ask you
pants,
this?
Put on some shoes.
Should the people in flip flops on airplanes should they be executed?
Well, I don't know about that, but I always pee on the floor to make sure. I've seen people walk in in socks in the bathroom. I always pee on the floor to make sure if you walk in socks, you're getting urine on your feet.
That's wild.
What?
That's
That's a violation.
that's
That is a
that-
violation.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
I mean, the
pee on the
bro's got foot full of stink urine. Slureth urine.
I would have told that guy Mickey Mouse sounding voices for adults.
Dude.
Would have been a pet peeve.
Yeah, he's like, hey, how you doing?
I was like, my boy.
You want to execute people? Want to
Yeah.
pee on the floor?
Yeah, and he's got all these tattoos. I would have said guys who are confused or trying to overcompensate.
I know, man. He was all like, looking like a hard guy. Like,
Yeah, Mickey Mouse. And now I can't even walk around the bro. He's gonna have piss all over his
Yeah,
face.
bro, there he is right there. Pee-pee foot over there.
pee feet.
That's a wild move though. Pete on the floor is crazy.
Let me ask you a question. because I agree with the tank top. You
Yeah,
should
put
be
some,
wearing-
and you should put some socks on. I'm
Right,
fine with that. I
right.
can get behind that.
But
Peeing on the floor is
let
wild.
me ask you a question. You're on a long flight, cross country flight. I do this. My socks are clean.
Yeah.
Right. In my seat, I take my sneakers off.
Yes.
And just have.
I have my socks on though.
Well, yeah, not my bare feet.
How do you know your feet don't stink? Do you know that your feet are not
I-
odorous?
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
yes.
Yes, I'm aware.
I use the powder
Like a
in
little
my
foot
sneaker.
powder?
Yeah, my feet are pristine.
Wear
in
a
that
fresh
sort.
pair of socks. You're all right, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm not wearing basketball shoes there. You're wearing
Right.
shoes you walk around with. It's like
I mean, maybe you got some gummies.
I'm
You're
just
sweating
saying-
going through TSA.
No.
I'm just
you're a
saying
little
you're
nervous.
over.
You can't have
so
the dogs
can't
out.
walk. You can't have the dogs out, and you can't walk the plane
In your socks.
In socks.
No, we're
Yeah.
barefoot.
Like you can't walk the plane in socks. Bro, come here. The bro's got pee-pee feet. Did you hear this with Schlareth? He pees in the bathroom plane
On the floor.
So people with flip-flop
He peed on the
feet
floor.
he doesn't
get
believe they should have
urine
your
on
dogs
their
out.
on their feet.
He should be on a watch list. Schlerich Stink, the guy that used
Yeah.
to pee his pants when he played?
Yes.
He said that it's a violation to have your dogs out on the plane. So because of that, he decides to pee on the floor so they get pee on the
Who
feet.
is he?
Yes.
Who the hell is he to decide that?
So now I know you. You are a barefoot man.
Fly with him?
Yeah, I'm more Mac Hollins than I am Schlereth.
Yeah.
Mac Hollins, he goes barefoot everywhere.
Right.
That's,
right.
That's too far.
Yeah, but you're a barefootsman.
Yeah.
Like
I hate socks.
Right.
I
You
hate winter.
He
Pee-pee
hates
feet.
socks. He's always wearing. He'll walk barefoot everywhere.
I got thick socks on today. It's
Yeah.
awful.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, nothing. Like,
Schlereth's a creep, man.
yeah, like, imagine when you were flying for NBC.
That's disgusting.
If your paths have
All the flights you've
crossed,
been on.
you have Schlereth P remnants on your feet.
But like, forget people in flip flops. What about the airline workers? You're just peeing all over their floor.
Yeah, no, it's vile.
Called out the sock people too, so you have some soggy
Yeah,
socks.
yeah. Urine-soaked socks is no
You
good.
can't be taking your sneaks off on a
That's,
flight.
that's
either.
demon time by that.
Yeah.
These guys
So,
think they're
so
At my
I-
seat.
in my
At your
seat,
seat, you have socks on.
I'm with you, bro.
I don't
Keep the
trust
dogs
that.
covered.
I don't trust that your sneakers aren't gonna stink.
So you
Nah,
This is crazy.
as long as you have
football
as long as you have clean, as long as you have clean socks.
You smelling your shoes before you get on the flight?
Oh, no, but I got clean socks. I don't have. You wear. Here's your problem. You wear sneakers with no socks, so your
you're-
feet
that
stink.
I don't.
Your
Yeah, that
feet
builds stink.
Listen,
Say just because you wear socks, your feet don't stink.
Yes, if you wear
Get out of here.
if you wear clean socks.
listen. You see these two Italian guys, these schnozzes we got on each other. You're trying to tell me we can't smell if our feet smell? We know what smells here, guys. We
No,
know
my
what
wife
the
is
scent
she's
is.
like a rabbit. Like she'll smell anything.
Yeah, what are we talking about?
No, dude. No,
Fresh
you're,
socks.
Where socks? Who's wearing
I
dirty
buy
socks?
I have. I wear. I buy
but
so many pair of shoes.
people that
I don't wear
travel,
them more than once.
I always make sure I got enough socks for enough days.
Yes.
Oh, and multiple like
Yes.
early day socks, night socks.
Running through the airport.
I'm a
running
big
late,
sock
your feet
guy.
stink. They sweat up.
It's easier just to not be a sock guy.
I like socks.
Terrible.
That's.
Socks are good.
He's
Socks
like
are
Dwight
great.
Schrute wearing a
are
long
terrible.
sleeve shirt when he
Oh,
gets.
no,
You're not being
socks are the
a
best.
I'm barefoot all the time.
Dude,
I
you
know
need
that's why
socks
your
in a
feet
shoe.
stink.
No, they don't
You
stink.
hear the way he walks? He's like boom, boom. His feet are just like
They're heavy.
cement block.
No, he's Flintstone.
That's
got
because
the
he's got no
hot
socks.
Under his car has no floor.
Yes.
It's his feet.
Yeah.
I gotta have my feet out of the covers, man. I got the hot feet.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Oh,
and now you got pea feet.
Nah,
Thanks to Schlereth.
Get Schlereth on a watch list. What's wrong with you, man? Who are you?
Yeah.
That's bad.
Gross.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Watch your feet,
Congratulations, LaSalle.
brother. We shout you out.
We gave you love.
Big win, 2 in a row.
Joey O.
Yeah, Danny's right. They got to bring home the state. But
That's it.
They got
Yeah.
it. They
Well,
got some
listen,
stuff.
I'm on
They got some
board.
dogs.
I'm rooting.
I'm
now
pulling
we got to
for
root
him.
for our squad.
I'm pulling for him.
Well,
I
that's
want
the
him to be
beauty of
known.
Philly. Like, you know,
I'm behind him.
I would always pull for the prep in the state.
Yeah.
I'd pull for Roman and 5
Yeah.
a day. Like, you got to pull for the
You're
hometown.
gonna pull for Penn Charter.
You gonna
on
go to the game?
PCGA Day?
Yes.
Oh, I can. My
Yes.
wife's a GA.
Ah.
I was there last year.
Oh, you were there at GA?
Yeah.
Well, they got to get off the schneid here, buddy.
Yeah.
It's getting. We're
Let's
getting.
go
to-
Penn
Well,
Charter.
GA got away from the athletics and started going towards the academics, and now they're trying to right the ship again.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll
Let's go
see.
They
PC.
went too far the other way.
I know. You got
Bunch
VG.
of dorks.
You got VG trying to live in sports.
Nunya in the chat says sneakers with no socks is a real crime. Linda in the chat,
No
sneakers,
socks.
no socks is gross.
Yeah.
I agree.
I just wear the little guys.
All right. You sure you got the socks?
Yeah, because
But when he wears socks, he also the bro doesn't wear socks.
Too.
Mickey J. Durkin saying the bro has the fungus among us. dude, watch my drink
Man,
here,
get
man.
them pea feet away from us, brother.
Pew.
Look at VG's a bit of a germ guy.
Oh, he's such a germ guy.
He just got pea feet right in his face.
I know, exactly.
VG is such a germ guy. It's funny.
He's got pea feet in his face. That's the best. Oh my God.
All right, so they're doing a cool thing at Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs Park. They do.
I
They
love
turn
this.
Coca-Cola Park into a holiday light experience, and it looks pretty magical.
All
It
right.
starts like in a week, and I think they start a little early, but I'll give them a pass because the imagery.
Stop
looks
it,
good.
Grinch. Wow, look at this. Dude, it's pretty cool. It's awesome. For the kids, this would be. I want to go. I want to take the kids, man. Got the bleachers all lit. Oh, dude, that looks awesome. That's a genius idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, how many trees they have in there?
Yeah, how many lights?
I hope they're real trees. Are they fake trees?
Probably.
Doing it now. If they're doing it now, it's got to be fake trees.
That's a forest.
They'll
if they're
die
real
fast.
trees.
Yeah. They're expensive now, too.
The real tree?
What is it expensive now?
No, but like,
freaking
I've been a
world.
homeowner, I don't know, for like 10 years. It is skyrocketed. They're like, it's like $200 for a tree now.
What size you getting? Like 15
Wait,
foot?
$200
What are you
Yeah.
for a
getting?
real tree?
20-foot tree?
You don't
I
go
get them
to-
every year.
You don't. What, yeah, but
Where are you getting the tree at?
Well, I was getting them on York Street for a while. They were like 80 the last couple of years. That place closed down.
Go to Washington. I mean,
buying them Rittenhouse Park.
11th Washington.
We like to keep them up on my block. We keep them up long. We did a little violation. We keep them up a little longer.
That's fine, but that's
We
That's
gotta
not
keep-
a violation. It's great to do
Astronomical.
that.
Cut
My
your own
mom keeps
tree.
them up. What?
Cut your own tree.
I'm not about that.
Yeah, I mean,
New Jersey.
I used to-
we're city
we
folk.
used to
you don't
do it
cut
all the
our own
time.
tree. You go to Jersey though. In Jersey, you get $40. Beautiful tree. $50.
We used to go in our backyard in our
find out.
Douglas
woods.
fir.
Last year was like 160, I think. And then 200 after the tip.
160?
And 200.
Yeah, I think my mom paid like $120 for like
You're
There's some
tipping
beautiful.
8-9
Those
footer.
trees in Jersey are beautiful. Cut them down. Nice.
They'll love this. My last like 5 Italy trips, I get a different
Ornament.
ornament
Oh, I
from
love
each
it.
place. So
I
like my
love-
trees,
I-
just places I've been in.
We
Italy.
do the
That's
same
it.
stuff. I love that stuff. I love it. Now, unfortunately, we do the fake tree.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful fake tree. We invested in it, but I'm allergic
Oh yeah.
to it kills
Well, that's
me.
fine.
Like,
if you're allergic, I'm good with it.
bad allergic.
Yeah, no,
Like,
I'm fine with it.
I'm down. I love the tree. Like I want to do the tree this weekend.
Oh, yeah?
I want to do it.
My mom, my sister, and me were on the
Already?
same block.
I would love to do the,
The tree
They
this
do a
week.
competition
I
who
wanna-
holds
I
it the
wanna do it.
longest.
Well, when they start, though, when's it go up?
That's
We go
early
up
for
right
me.
after Thanksgiving.
Right after Thanksgiving, yeah.
And
normal.
then the competition is I lose every year because I take it
Yeah,
down first. But my sister, my mom, and me were on the same block, and we see who can keep it the longest. The front room, of my parents' house, the heat don't get to it. That thing can live till May.
That's big. Yeah,
The front room of their
dries
house,
out.
they have this
Yeah.
old row home. The heat does not get there.
Yeah.
That tree can last forever.
Yeah.
She has it up to like, it's hilarious. The trash man, I want to video their reaction when she puts it out in like March. Like, what the hell is
Dude,
that?
I love it. She keeps up that long.
Yes, at least mid-February to March. I'm like,
I love it.
I'm
It's
like
so-
2
all
weeks after the
decorated?
norm.
Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't understand the
Oh,
rush
yeah.
to take them down. Like January, February suck. They're the worst months. It's bleak.
Yeah.
It's winter. It's depressing. Why? I like the lights. There's nothing better to me. Like I like staying downstairs because right in our living room I put the big tree, and I got my TV. And I love staying down there. I watch my games. I got the tree lit up.
Yeah, no.
I put the dark. I light up the tree. It's the
Love it.
greatest.
Yeah, I love it. But yeah, I lose every year.
You could just do like, you could get some LED lights and set up little lights around the house all year round.
No, it's not the same though. I need the tree. The
Spirit,
tree is-
the tree does bring some. It gives you
Yeah,
some
the
juice.
tree's
Yeah,
beautiful.
man, it gives you the
The
full
vibe, gives you a
effect.
little
You need the
juice.
full
Yeah.
effect.
Get you going. Get you a little
Douglas
marrow.
fir or Fraser fir?
Douglas. You don't know
Fraser fur.
Yeah, I only know Douglas fur.
We only get Fraser fur.
The Douglas fur.
I grew up as a Douglas house, but I've moved to the Fraser fur.
Good
Did
man.
you really?
Yeah.
I
He likes
thought
the
Douglas-
Fraser.
They lose less needles and they last a little longer.
He likes the Fraser.
Really?
Yeah, it's a good. It's
I
a good
didn't realize.
trade.
I didn't ever even heard of the
The
Fraser
namesake
fur.
over
Yeah.
there. You
Is
know?
that like an
It
elite
pains me every
tree?
time I
It's
buy
an
one.
elite tree. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Great smell. Great
Yeah.
smell. The Fraser fur.
I love the smell of it, except it kills me. It's a shame.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's a great.
All right, let's go one more. Let's end on some meat locker stuff.
Let's go,
You
baby.
guys know Harrison Mevis? He's the thicker kicker the Rams just signed. He's 6 foot, 242 pounds. He went 20 for 21 in the UFL's Binghamton
Is
Stallions.
Justin Lorenzen, a kicker?
This dude's big.
Remember him?
Oh,
That dude's big.
that's a massive
I love
man.
a kicker wearing 92.
Yeah.
Well,
What's
when you
that?
look like
Well, I was going to say,
too.
you could line up on the line if you
Yeah.
want. He could be a D
Yeah.
tackle if he wanted to.
Did you
He'll
see the
kick
kid?
and block.
Yeah.
Who's the kid? I just saw the kid. He's center, 5'11", 5'10", really, 300.
Ooh,
Is he a meatball?
5'10", 300.
he's a kicker?
Center.
Oh. Well, I mean,
He ain't moving him. He ain't getting
the
downfield,
Birds
but he
aren't
ain't
far
moving 'em.
behind. They opened up the window for Willie Lampkin to practice. He's like 5'10", 290.
You know what?
And
like
Baldy's
that.
a big guy, big fan of Willie Lampkin.
I
He was
know.
draft time.
I know.
He could help a center.
I know.
What was Lorenzen's nickname?
He might as well be 5'10", 300.
Yeah.
What was Lorenzen's nickname? He had a really good nickname.
I know it. Hold on, I know it. Jared Lorenzen, it was like a meatball. Oh my god. The doughboy, throwboy.
I'm looking it up.
It was doughboy, throwboy.
Hefty Lefty.
Right.
Love that.
Was there a throwboy, doughboy, something?
Battleship Lorenzen, BBQ, big
Battleship.
beautiful quarterback.
PPQ.
He ate me.
That's great.
Mobile, agile, hostile, and hungry. Quarter, got back. I don't know if these are all true. Oh, the Pillsbury Throwboy.
That was it.
Yeah. Hefty Lefty and the Pillsbury Throwboy.
Yeah. Pillsbury Throwboy, the hefty lefty.
Hefty Lefty. They were the real two.
They were the real
yeah,
ones.
Yeah.
Pillsbury Throwboy
That
is awesome, man. Come on. Let's
was
go to Pillsbury Throwboy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's fantastic. All right, let's go back in the day. Man.
We're going back. We're going back. We're going back in the day with TrueMark. Oh yeah.
TrueMark Financial Credit Union.
Yeah, we're going to go back a year and 2 days ago. Baylor got smoked by Gonzaga. And Mark Few brings his walk-on kid in the game with like 2 minutes left. And VJ Edgecombe posterized.
Might blow the roof off this place if Joe Few scores. And a steal for Josh Ojonwuna.
Oh, man, why would you do that?
VJ
Why would you do
Edgecombe,
that?
my goodness. That staggered
You
Joe
take a
Few.
charge there at least. You got. Jumping's crazy. Like I'd applaud him. Like, hey, take a charge. I'm in. This is my minutes. Trying to jump with him is absolutely insane. That is madness.
You know what though?
Why?
He's not even up into his belly button.
Nah.
But that's what.
Look, the move is you try to take a charge. Right, put you in a poster. Right. No, you're. I mean, you got to know.
Nah, dude.
You're at his belly button.
Yeah, that's bad.
Jeez.
That's no good. All right, that'll do it for us today.
Oh, man.
Thanks to Andrew. Great job. Jules, a lot of fun. Danny D.
Let's go PC,
BG.
baby. Let's go PC.
There you go. Let's go PC. Have a great weekend, everybody. We love you. Be back for game day on Monday.
We all silly like the mayor.